Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Downtime with Downstar, episode 219. And today we are here with pro skater Jake Hayes.
What up? Psyched to be here.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Jake, dude, I want to say thank you, bro. Like, ever since I've been hanging out with you and Jay, it's just like the feelings all come back to me now, dude.
Hell yeah, that's amazing. That's kind of what skating's about, you know.
Yeah.
Always kind of chasing that feeling.
You know, and you forget it. Maybe you didn't because you kept going. But
Yeah.
I know myself and so many other people, dude. Like, I used to skate back in the day. And then you see them getting back into it now. And you're like, oh, my God, it feels so good. But this is like one of those only things that you do. And it's just like, this is not just for having fun. This is like who I am as a person.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I feel like I've forgotten who I was as
sure.
a person. And I like feel it all coming back now,
for sure.
You know?
Well, it's like, I feel like skating is one of those things that if you get into it at a young age, it really like shapes you as a person.
Yeah.
Like, it can really like teach you a lot of things about like being nice to other people and like, you know, showing etiquette at the skate park, you know, like who goes first and who doesn't, you know, waiting a turn and things like that. And it really like builds a solid like character foundation, I feel like.
That's funny you say that, dude, because I started skating again when Christian started skating.
Yeah.
He wanted to get a deck, so I went to the shop and I was like, oh, I'll just get one. I'll push around. And right when I stepped on it, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yep.
I'm back.
Exactly.
But then we went to the skate park and he was just shook. He didn't want to go skate around. I said, dude, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
And then once he did, it's like nothing because no
sure.
matter what the people look like, it's 5-year-old, 10-year-old kid, 40-year-old man, like everybody is chill.
Exactly, yeah. And it's like, if you're at the skate park, that's the thing, is like, it's kind of camaraderie.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like everyone is there for that purpose. They're there to skate, there to hang out, there to like have a good time. So it's, if you're getting up in the mix with that, that's like, that's all anybody can ask for, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
So,
and looks like you have a new hobby too.
yeah, I mean, definitely trying to get into the car world a little
Hell
bit.
yeah.
Trying to figure it out. It's a big world, but yeah, slowly trying to navigate my way through it.
Well, they definitely transition over for sure.
Yeah.
You know, ever since I started skating again and posting it up, dude, we've just been getting so much love from it because, like I said, this is like the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's so weird. There's a culture of like people that played sports. You know, football, basketball, baseball, and then there's the people that didn't.
Yeah.
And it always seems like they gravitated towards, you know, like skateboarding or cars.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
Well, I feel like it's a lot of solo time. It's a lot of time to be in your head, you know, and like figure things out. And like, I don't know. I mean, when I was a kid, I was lucky enough to be able to grow up and skate with people next door. So it wasn't always like, you know, a solo thing. But that is one of the big similarities, I feel like, between cars and skating, is you can just go out there and just do it yourself and just be alone, you know?
Yeah. So when did you get even the idea that you wanted to be into cars?
Well, I mean, my dad built hot rods when I was like all through when I was growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since I was like, I don't know, as long as I can remember. I mean, he was definitely building them before I was alive.
So what kind of cars were those?
I mean, old Chevys and stuff like that, like old like 1940s and stuff like that.
Oh,
like
okay,
older cars.
gotcha.
And then yeah, so I was always around it. He always had like a workshop with a lift and like everything. And then kind of never really got into it because in my mind it was always skating. You know, it was never couldn't do anything else, you know. And then as I've gotten older, I've realized that like I have so much spare time with skating that, because it's like, you know, it's not a scheduled thing. It's, I can skate whenever I want, you know. And then so I've come to find out that it's definitely better to put that spare time to good use and maybe learn something else, you know. And then I found that cars is kind of natural because I've always been around it, as like my team manager Jay is always around cars too. It's like, it's just perfect. He's a good go-to person for anything that I need, like help related, you know, car wise.
Anything wise. Big shout out to Jay, man.
Yeah, for real.
I love Jay, dude.
Yeah, he does a lot for a lot of people.
Definitely, man. There's certain people that you meet and you're just like, yeah, this dude has a good aura.
For sure, yeah. No, he definitely, he's like a solid foundation for a lot of people, you know? Like, does a lot for a lot of people.
Hell yeah, man. So, much love to you, Jay.
Hell yeah, Jay.
But, so what was it with the BMW?
See, like another skater, Ashad, he has a couple, and the first time I got in his, I don't know, it was super sick. I really liked being in it and stuff, but in my head, it was kind of always something that was a little like out of my realm, like the price wise and stuff like that, you know? And then me being in America, being from Australia, I kind of never really wanted to get too attached to anything, you know, like I'm always going to go back to Australia at some point. So I'm like, don't want to have too much stuff that I'm like really into over here and have to get rid of at some point, you know. But then I got to the point where I like had so much downtime and I was just like, all right, well, I need to do something. And then, yeah, I don't know, it just seemed like a good place to go. I really like those cars, the way they look. And then, I don't know, it just became accessible to me. And I think I got in at the right time with the price I paid for them, because it seems like they're only going up right now.
Yeah, you definitely did get into that chassis at a great time.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been into the BMW community, just from the outside looking in, I just see it growing. Mm-hmm. And when the older chassis start getting lower in price, you know, like the E92s and then the F80s, those ones, they're like the new tuner car now.
Yeah.
Those cars, you could do so much stuff to those, and then once that starts getting attention, then the older, I can't afford the E92, so let me get a 46 or something, and then it keeps going down, and then the community just grows.
Yep, just seems like it's at the E30 right now. Yeah,
like dude.
Yeah,
so you got how many BMWs right now?
I have two. I have a white 1986 325e.
Okay.
And then I have like a metallic silver or gray 318i, which is a 91.
No way.
Yeah, that one's a stick shift. That one's in the shop at the moment. So,
very cool, dude.
I'm excited to get that one out.
So which one do you like better?
I like the stick shift one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more fun. I was always kind of worried about getting a stick shift car in America, because obviously driving on the other side of the road. But I don't know. I got the first one, which is the automatic. And then I was like, kind of have this car to have fun with it. And I can't really have too much fun with this. It's kind of slow and it's automatic, you know. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to commit. I was going to do the transmission swap to that one, but it's so clean and like crisp that I didn't really want to like mess around with it, you know.
Yeah.
So ended up finding another one for cheap, and then
very cool, dude.
So I just ended up with two.
Yeah, it's always good to have, you know, multiple projects, because one could just be that clean car,
exactly,
you know, washed up, clean, and just go cruising.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you have the other one that you just go nuts with.
Exactly, and that's the one that I'm kind of like learning to do stuff with, because I'm kind of too scared to mess around with the white one because it is so clean.
Yeah.
The other one, it's kind of a little bit beaten up, so I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna go to town on this one. And
dude, how
figure
exciting!
It out. I know,
bro.
I'm stoked. Can't
so
wait.
when did you actually get them?
I want to say I got my first one maybe a year and a half ago now. Yeah, and the second one was probably about a year ago now.
Got you.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you've learned on it?
I mean, the first thing I did to the silver one was pull the front seats out, because they were both completely ripped, and the back one was like a nice leather seat. So, so I had to find something, you know, that suited the back one. And then for some reason, I don't know, BMW seats are so complex that it's, I don't know, the mechanics in the putting the two pieces together. It's so complex, but that was the first thing I learned. Me and Jay spent a little bit of time trying to figure that one out.
Really?
Yeah, it was a nightmare, but I'm really glad we got that sorted out.
Good, dude. Yeah, when I worked at Best Buy, I was doing install, and every time they would bring in an old like German car, BMW or something like that, I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to do this.
That's what Jay's talking about too all the time, because he's got a Civic, so he's always like, man, if only you knew. If only you knew the difference between these two. But,
yeah, bro. If you would have started with a Civic, or in the future, if you get a Civic, you're gonna be like, wow, this is way easier.
I'll probably never go back to a BMW.
Hell no, bro.
It's like putting Lego together.
Yeah. To me either. Whenever they get 3 years, I'm like, all right, next one.
Exactly.
I gotta move on, because that's when the lights are gonna start turning on.
Exactly.
Good shit though, man. So what do you think of Hondas?
I mean, I don't really know too much about them or anything. I'm into the scene because of Jay.
Got you.
So it's only kind of as of late that I've kind of figured out like who certain people are and what they do and like everything like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, seems like a cool scene.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
I gotta show you my my other Civic.
Yeah.
Not the gray one. I have another one back there.
Yeah.
It's actually a right-hand drive too.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But it's the Honda community is dope, man. And the best thing about it is like it's so established.
Yeah.
So you could literally find anything.
Yeah, for sure.
And if there's a part, say like a steering wheel. There's probably like 15 companies that will make them. You know, lower control arms, another 10 to 15. You know, it's just the options are endless.
For sure.
And you could always build something to your specific you're like whatever you want it to
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
It can be down to however you want it to be.
For sure. I also found that I feel like a lot of like Honda people and BMW people kind of get along. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a similar community for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it seems like the BMW guys they're going a little more in depth now.
Yeah.
And that's what that's similar with the Honda guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the Honda guys, they'll build the car straight from the bottom up.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was telling you before, now when I do a project, I can't just like, put some new seats in it or something like that. Like, no, dude, it's so much pressure because you're like, I have to compete with myself.
Yeah, exactly.
My last build that I did,
Exactly.
I can't let this one be worse than that one.
For sure.
So it's like a plan, dude. Like, okay, I gotta do this date. I gotta take it here, and they're like, man, fuck all that, dude. I'm gonna go skate.
Definitely. See, that's another thing where cars and skateboarding align. Where you have this thing where you're like, I need to build a car that's better than the last one, you know. But then with skating, it's like, I need to film a part that's better than the last one, you know. So it's always like a constant like battle to try and outdo the last thing that you've done.
I feel you.
You know, and like I feel that's the same with cars.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
So,
I mean, if you're that type of person
for sure,
who wants to push yourself,
exactly, yeah.
And you know, it's skateboarding, you have to be, especially if you're at the pro level.
Exactly.
You have to. And if you're at the pro level of, you know, building cars or being in the community, everything you do has to be better than the last thing, which is like so much pressure too, you know.
Sure.
But then once you get that idea, you're like, all right, let's do it.
Definitely.
Once you find that spot.
It sucks when you get stagnant, when it's like, all right, well, what am I going to do?
Exactly.
What's going to be better than what I did last time? Like,
well, let's talk about it, bro. You are pro for Deathwish.
Yep.
And Deathwish just came out with the movie Uncrossed.
Yep.
It was what, November 26th or something like that?
Yeah, 26th
late
or 27th?
Something
like
around there. We went to the premiere. That was so cool, dude. Yeah, such a good time, man. So how was it putting together for the part for that video?
I mean, putting together a part is always pretty stressful because, like we said, we always want it to be better than the last. But for this one, it was extra stressful because you're in the video with people like Jamie Foy and Pedro Delfino and Kirby and stuff like that, and it's like those guys are all so gnarly. Like, they're all so talented at skating, and they don't care about their lives. They just want they just want to fucking, like, they just want to die, you know?
Especially that Pedro. Oh my god, dude.
And it's like, I love skateboarding, but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I don't know, it's so hard to compete with someone like that when in reality it's not really a competition, you know. It's everyone's just doing their own thing. Everyone's sponsored for like their own reason, you know. And so I seem to forget that a little bit, but filming for that video was definitely stressful in that regard, but I did the best I could in the time that I had. And I don't know, I feel like throughout most of the time filming for that video, I wasn't really in the best headspace. And so I think that plays a big part in like the final production of what comes out.
Really?
Yeah.
Why was that?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I was stagnant myself, not just with skating, but just with like what I was doing, and like, I don't know, just kind of wasn't really feeling in the best spot.
When did that hit you? Was it like the whole year? Or?
I mean, yeah, I guess it was the whole year, but maybe even like a little bit before that. I was in a trip in Australia, like at the start of the year, and was just like, I don't know, just wasn't having the best time. It was a New Balance trip, and I'm obviously back home, and it just like wasn't as fun as I feel like it should be. And then it all kind of felt like it started there, and it just kept kind of progressing from there. But I don't know, I feel like I got myself out of the hole. I went to New York for a while and like kicked it with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, just kind of got a little bit of a fresh outlook on things when I came back, and like, yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel like it's like the pressure of everything, or?
I don't feel like there's any so much pressure from like the companies I ride for or anything. I feel like the pressure more so comes from myself with again, like trying to be better than before, you know. And it's like, I don't want to be one of those skaters that's kind of like just coasting by and being like, okay, cool, I did like the bare minimum, you know, like that's my job done. Like, I mean, I'm getting paid to skate. Like, it's the least I can do is put the most effort in at all times, you know.
Yeah.
So,
especially for people that hold themselves to such a high regard, you know, with that comes a lot of stress and a lot of weight that other people wouldn't even know that you're carrying.
For sure.
You know, it's just in your head.
Yeah.
And you know, when you talk to people and you know, like if you were to hear like, yo, Jake's not in the best space, but then they see you and you're cool, you know, like, oh, he seems cool, but it's like, no, I'm not out there in the world like pissed off at everything, but I got a lot of shit going on in my head.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of people see you on your Instagram and they're like, oh, he's fine. Like his Instagram's fine. And it's like, yeah, but a lot of the time that's kind of like a thing you have to uphold. You know, you can't really be letting people know like, oh, I'm down right now or anything like that. It's like you kind of just need to keep it going, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people out there that like, they want to see the content, they want to see the skating, they want to see the cars or whatever, you know, like, so it is important to try and like just push through it and keep it going.
Do you feel like you get looked at as Jake Hayes, the skater, and not many people look at Jake Hayes as the person?
I mean, like, yeah, I guess so. Like, most of my followers, I guess, follow me because of my skating, you know, and that's totally like what it's there for, you know, that's what the Instagram's there for. But I mean, yeah, I'd say it's kind of the case. But I mean, I'm not bummed at that. That's like, I have my close friend circle, you know, that check in on me and then I check in on them. It's like kind of how that works. And then, yeah, the Instagram thing, like that's fine. Like I am the pro skater or whatever, so that's what they look for, you know. So I'm quite happy like to give that to them.
Yeah. So. No, I can definitely relate to that, dude, especially being in this community and with the pressures and, you know, having the business for so long. It's just like I've literally come to the point where I was like, these people don't really care for me.
For sure.
They care for what I do
and what you can do for
what
them.
I can do for them, who I know, how they can use me.
Exactly.
And I've come to terms with it.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't fault people for thinking that way because it's not their fault.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? And I say that because it really takes a certain sort of headspace to step back and to actually realize everything and to just make sense of it all. Like,
for sure.
Why should all of these people that follow me care about me as a person, care about what I have going on at home? That's not the reason that they're following me, you know? But that actually like balances a line of well, you know, you could look at it the other way. You guys don't even care about me.
Exactly.
You know? And when you look at that, that's you're trying to get validation from people, and we're all doing it, but it's a tightrope, man. You can't let them be in charge of your happiness.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you take a downward spiral as soon as you like start relying on other people for that thing.
Yeah, but then like you said, you have a small group of people that'll check on you or whatever.
Exactly,
and that's great, man. And it's good to go through some stuff like that sometimes. Sure. It's good to have those ups and downs, you know, because when you're in those downs, you're realizing how good that you did have it.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, and then when you're in the ups, you look back at when you're down and you're like, oh man, I'm glad I'm not down there anymore. Yeah,
for sure.
But I mean, last year was just a fucking crazy year for everybody.
I feel like, everybody was definitely feeling some type of hardship in some type of way, you know?
Yeah, which I really hope that it kind of brought compassion to more people.
Yeah.
Because prior to 2020, like, there's really no compassion
for sure
out there.
I see you posting on Instagram always people like, you know, got to be on the hustle, you know, like 2020 was the year of the hustle. It really was. Like a lot of people like lost a lot of things, and it's like the time to like step up and be like, all right. Like fight or flight, really. And
a lot of the times, you know, I say things and I try to motivate people, but they do come off very harshly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like tough love, really. It's like, I don't know, motivation is just motivation.
Yeah.
However it comes out, you know.
And I try to put the stuff out there that works for me.
For sure.
And hopefully people that are like-minded as myself, that they'll gravitate towards it.
Yeah, definitely.
But sometimes when I do put that out there, I'll get attacked by other people. Well, it's easy for you to say your family didn't die or what have you. I'm like, bro, you're taking the extreme.
Yeah, you're taking it way too far.
What I'm saying right now is that life is not how we expected it. You might have more free time. Learn Photoshop.
Yeah, do something with it.
Do something. Exactly. Learn Final Cut. Learn how to print T-shirts. Learn something. And if you did learn that, this is the perfect time, because now you don't have, in the past, 2019, you have to worry about, well, I got to go to work, so I don't have no time for Final Cut or something like that.
For sure.
You know, but I did see a lot of people that they succeeded in the year.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was a beautiful thing to see, man. But
that's what I like seeing. It seemed like that with skating too. A lot of people like started off slow, but then a lot of people really made the most of like the bad situation. You know?
Yeah. So speaking of a bad situation, dude, you were right in the heart of the riots.
I was, yeah.
Dude, so tell me about that.
So I was living on the corner of Fairfax and Melrose, pretty much. Yeah, with Jay. And
The exact corner of Fairfax
right,
and Melrose.
Right there in the thick of it. And so the apartment situation, we lived in an apartment that was in the parking lot of one of those storefronts that's on Melrose.
Yeah.
Know? So it's like you pull into the parking lot, and then upstairs there's two little apartments. Downstairs there's two little apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I don't know, like kind of got the vibe that everything was kind of going to like start to turn to shit, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, like obviously the whole BLM movement had already started to pick up and everything was already starting to happen, you know? And so I can't remember exactly what the exact thing was. It was like one of the police officers from the original case that didn't get tried, didn't get like jail time or something. I can't exactly remember what it was that started those exact riots, but whatever it was, it happened, and I was out skating that day, and I was like, okay, I need to make sure I'm home before dark in case anything happens. And as soon as I get home, I'm pulling over the hill, like driving over Melrose, and it's like fires everywhere. There's people out on the streets. Like it seriously looks like Armageddon. And I'm like, oh shit. So I like take the back streets to my house, and I call Jay, and I was like, hey, you need to like get home as soon as possible. You know, like this shit's starting to get out of hand. And I pull up, and then one of the dudes who used to work at one of the storefronts, he's out the front with a sledgehammer, and he's like walking around, and I'm like, oh my god, like shit's actually getting real. And so we're all kind of just like waiting out the front to see what happens. Jay pulls up, and we're just kind of standing there, and I'm like parked kind of right on the corner of where it's like Fairfax and Melrose.
On the street
out the front of my house, because there's no room in the parking lot.
Shit.
Parking lot's all closed off, like chained up, everything, you know, so people can't get in.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, I'm parked on the street, kind of close to where everything's happening, and I'm like, do you think I should move my car? I'm like hitting up Jay. I'm like, do you think I should move my car? It's like kind of close. He's like, yeah, maybe just wait a sec, see what happens. And then like he looks over into the gas station, and he's like, those dudes in the gas station have guns. And I was like, what? He's like, those guys have guns for sure. And I was like, all right, should I go move my car? And he's like, yeah, probably. And I was like, all right. So I go move my car, and then while I'm like right as I'm parking my car, he calls me. He's like, do not come back down here. Those dudes who are in the gas station just fired off a bunch of rounds into Melrose. And I'm just like, what? He's like, yeah, they're running up the street, like toward your direction now. And I'm just like, wait, what? He's like, just get out of here, go drive somewhere else or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I drive into Beverly Hills, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then like, you know, I wait a little bit, and he calls me back, and he's like, you know, it's safe to come back. Those dudes like took off. I was like, all right, holy shit, this is crazy. And then my girlfriend was in Beverly Hills at the time, so I went and came back to the house, because I was like, she's from New York and we're in LA, and I'm like, you don't really have anywhere to be, like anywhere that's safe, like you should be with me kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Took her back to my house, and we get there, and then the gate's locked, and we can't find the key to get in. So we have to scale the wall to get over into the apartment complex, and I'm just like, this is insane. And then, yeah, you know, so we're kind of waiting around and stuff. Riots start to get really hectic. There's people everywhere, you know, like just shit being broken, glass windows everywhere and stuff. And then so, I don't know, like the police ended up coming, and then what was it? The National Guard.
Yeah,
National Guard ended up coming too, and they were like stationed right out the front of our house, because that's the main intersection, you know. And then yeah, shit started picking up again, and then Jay, like he was out the front, you know, and he's like, all the cops were like pointing their like rubber bullet guns and everything at them, and like Jay's like, you know, we live here, everything's fine, like we live here. And they're like, we don't give a shit, like get back in your house. And then like everything starts picking up again, and they start letting off rubber bullets. Jay gets hit in the leg like through our fence and stuff. It was the most hectic time. I couldn't believe it. Yeah,
bro.
Walk out onto Melrose, and like the Starbucks is on fire, like broken windows everywhere, people just like, I don't know, doing the craziest shit.
Oh my god, dude,
it was insane.
That's so wild.
And like,
bro,
I'm all for people going and like getting theirs, you know, doing their thing or whatever, but like when it's so close to home, it's like a little scary, you know. It's like, you know, I'm just like, holy shit, this is where I live. Like, I don't know, I'm like worried right now.
When I went to the pad, dude, it's literally
it's right there. Yeah.
Jay was telling me, and when I get there, I'm like, bro, this is literally right here. And then when I was looking through your Instagram last night, I saw one of your posts, and it just clicked. I'm like, oh my god, they were here when that shit happened.
Real. And it was like, yeah, that was like an appreciation post, more so for like Jay, just being like, thanks for fucking holding down the block.
Yeah.
Like, him and the dude who used to work at the storefront, like those two dudes held down the block.
Wow.
All night. Jay stayed up until 6 a.m. sitting out the front.
No shit.
Yeah, making sure that nobody fucked with us.
Fuck, that is wild,
yeah,
man.
Once again, like, shout out a real one.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah.
That's crazy, bro. So, did you feel any sort of thing, like people had animosity towards you? They were looking at you, sort of? Because I remember back in the day when they had the Watts riots. Ones, anybody was getting it. Any person that was white was gonna get fucked with, no matter what. I
didn't feel any animosity towards myself or towards like white people or like towards any other race or anything like that. I felt more of like an animosity towards like the government.
Got you.
It was more of like a big fuck you to the government.
Yeah.
I mean, they were going through breaking like small like business front windows and stuff, which is pretty whack. But I believe that their message was a fuck you to the government, not like a singling out with certain people, because you know, like, it's the Black Rights Movement, but there's people who own storefronts who are black and their shit's getting broken.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Moon from Apartment 4B down on Fairfax. I don't know if you've ever been into it, dude. It has a bunch of like old decorations and stuff. When you go into it, it's like an old apartment from New York. And it's so cool to just go in there. They'll have like old Wu-Tang albums and cassettes and things like that. And I remember seeing it, like that their shit got broken into. I'm like, are you guys fucking kidding me?
For real.
Dude. But once it gets to that point, there's no logic. All logic is out of the window. Anybody's getting it.
I mean, it started with the people who were actually out there trying to promote a good message, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it kind of, darkness falls, you know, I kind of feel like it turns bad.
Yeah.
People are just out to, I guess, enjoy themselves because it's fun to break shit, you know? But like, I don't know, time and place for it.
Yeah, it definitely took a change. The BLM movement in the daytime was a positive thing.
For sure.
And, you know, they were making their voice heard.
Fighting for a good cause.
Exactly. But there is that other culture, that, you know, LA culture, where they don't give a fuck about anything, anybody. They're scamming, they're stealing. They're doing whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like those people, that was their night. That was their holiday.
For sure.
You see even places like Cookies getting broken into and shit. Like, what are you guys doing, bro?
It made me feel like The Purge.
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
night of The Purge. Like, all right, this is our one night to just go out and break shit, steal shit, do whatever we can, and like, we're not going to get caught.
Were you afraid at the time, or how were you embracing the whole situation that was going on?
I mean, it was crazy because, I mean, I've obviously seen the documentary to the one like that happened back in the day and stuff, you know, and like, to me, it's crazy that I was there for that, being like a kid from Australia and stuff, and then like just happening to live on that like corner at that time during that like thing, you know. And so, I don't know, like, the thing that I was worried about, like, is I'm scared of guns, you know. It's like, being from Australia, we don't have guns that are accessible like that, you know. Like, over here, there's like a lot of people have guns.
Yeah, I got a gun right here, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
See, I don't know. So, I mean, like, a stray bullet. Like, who knows? Anything can happen.
True.
Someone just firing off into Melrose. Like,
True.
Anything can happen. Like, that's kind of what I'm worried about. But it was definitely an experience to experience.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely lived that and was like, wow.
Yeah, there's definitely that morbid side of me that would really want to be there and witness everything, you know, because you could read it, you could see the post, you could even know friends that were there. But if you're not there, if you're not feeling that energy, like, you can't really grasp the situation.
For sure. Like, people watching this and hearing that story, they'll be like, oh, cool, like, that was crazy. But like, living that and actually being there, like, that was insane.
Hell yeah, dude. I could only imagine, man. But then, you know, the adult side of me kicks in and is like, the same thing, bro. Stray bullets, anything could fucking happen.
Got a kid, got a lady.
I got business, I got everything fucking going on. I can't be out there fucking around.
For sure.
But definitely did want to go check out what was going on,
sure,
man.
I feel like a lot of people did.
Yeah. We went a couple days afterwards just because we were going to LA for something, and we just, let's just pass by Fairfax.
For sure.
It was so eerie, dude.
A lot of like wood, everything boarded up.
Everything boarded up, graffiti, and but then a good thing is you see a lot of people from the neighborhood helping clean up.
Yeah, I saw like the bike shop on the corner. his shit got completely destroyed.
Really?
Yeah, but then I walked out the next day and there was maybe like 20 people out there like trying to break his like gate, trying to fix it open and like fix it closed and stuff, you know, so that he could like keep his shit all intact. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember when it was going down, it was Diamond. They had it closed down and there was like dudes there with guns.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think
bro,
Supreme
this
was
is
the
fucking
same.
serious,
Yeah.
man.
They're like, no one's getting in here.
And I think Diamond just opened up not long ago.
Oh,
or
no
if
way.
they're still closed down now.
Yeah.
Since then.
It's crazy. Oh yeah, I think Supreme's been shut the whole time too.
So wild,
Yeah.
man. So are you familiar with like that block and the significance of it, Fairfax?
I mean, I know that it's like a famous, like popular block, you know, but I don't exactly know like why.
Oh, got you.
But I know it's like, I mean, obviously it's big for streetwear and,
Yeah.
and weed now and like all that sort of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, that if I'm not mistaken, that whole block got popping because of Supreme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because before that it was I forget, just a regular block and not really anything there, and then Supreme opened up, and then when they opened up, then the whole block started going.
So all the rent around there just went straight up.
Yeah, dude.
Like, yep, we need to be in there.
I can't imagine how much one of those spots costs now.
Must be so much.
Yeah, but then I'll listen to the Adam 22 podcast, and they're always talking about it because they're from that area there, and they say that like it's Fairfax is dead now.
For sure.
The only thing that's happening there is just bad stuff.
Yeah, it seems like I have that Citizen app because I'm always like, there's always choppers overhead because I live in Hollywood, and so I'm always trying to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And then always in that area, kind of around those two main streets, you know, Fairfax and Melrose, there's some shit going on, and it's like, so glad I don't live over in that area anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to deal with that.
So how's your new spot?
It's good. It's over in kind of like K-Town area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of on the border of K-Town and Hollywood. But it's nice. I just live with my girlfriend. I have a garage now, which is cool.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, it's nice.
Now she moved from New York?
Well, she still has her spot in New York.
Gotcha.
And I have the spot here. So we both just kind of alternate.
Do you go back to New York every once in a while? Or?
Well, I went back last year to be with her for like 2 or 3 months. And then I'm going to go back once it warms up a little bit.
Gotcha.
It's a little too cold right
yeah,
now.
fuck
I'm not
that.
trying to deal with that. Plus, I want to have more fun drive my car and shit right now.
Yeah,
So,
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The hatch is almost done, man. We got to go
Sick.
for a cruise.
For sure, I'm
dude.
down.
Bro, it's been so long,
Yeah.
dude.
How long has it been in there?
Both of my hatches have been down for over a year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Yeah,
dude.
for sure.
And the gray one, it's like almost there.
Yeah.
And I really want to finish it up soon, and then see if maybe we could bring Jay's car in and do a couple things to that.
For sure, yeah, he needs to get his shit hooked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to get back to reality, hanging out, skating,
For sure.
working on cars,
Definitely.
things like that. So let's get back into skating, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to take it back. I saw that you did a post that said that your favorite skate video was Menik Mahdi,
Yep.
ES,
Mm-hmm.
and then you also mentioned Baker 2G.
Yep.
That's my ultimate number one.
It's one of the best videos to ever come out.
Dude, it's so amazing. If anybody knows that video, you already know the intro to the podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
It's from that video.
And it's funny because when I lived with Jay, he would watch the podcast all the time, and he was like, "Yeah, this dude, he uses the thing from Baker 2G," and I was just like, "Oh, no way!" So every time he's listening to it, I knew when it was because I'd hear the intro come on. Yeah, always. It's so sick.
That video, it just shaped me as a person.
I feel like it shaped a lot of people from that era.
Yeah. So tell me from your side, you being in Australia, you seen this tape. What did that do to you?
I mean, that's what really, I think, sparked my childhood obsession with Andrew Reynolds. That was obviously like the first thing I ever saw of him, and so it was just like, that's the dude. You know, that's the dude who I want to skate like. That's the dude who I want to ride for his company and do that. You know, I want to ride for Baker and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of more like, I mean, and Dustin too. Dustin's from Australia as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so he grew up maybe like 2-hour drive from me.
Oh, very cool.
So in the mountains. And so, I don't know. He was always like a big inspiration in Australia too. And he closes out the video. And so it's like, I don't know, always been a fan. And that's just kind of like you, it just touched me in a different way, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know why either. I think it had to do with, it wasn't just about skateboarding.
Yeah, it's about their lifestyle too.
The lifestyle,
Yeah.
the way of the editing, and it was just so different from every other skate video.
For sure. Well, I mean, I feel like skate videos at that time weren't really showing people who they were, you know. And I mean, at that time, yeah, they may have been like party animals and whatnot, but like that's just who they were at that time.
Yeah.
You know, and they built the foundations for the company from that.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It just, I would draw on my binders,
Me too.
backpack,
always
everything.
always trying to do the Baker block letters and always
Exactly,
so
dude.
mob.
So much of my designing is inspired by Baker.
For sure, that's sick.
I showed her an old ad. It was one from your page, and it was like with the whole team and even Knox and everything.
Yeah.
And then I had Terry Kennedy.
Sell out. Yep.
I showed that to her, and
So
she's
good.
like, "That looks like one of your ads." I'm like, "Yeah."
This is where it comes from.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. I love the ad so much.
Hell yeah, dude. So at that time, probably around early 2000, how old were you?
Wait, what is it? We're in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about 7.
7.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. So what was it that actually got you interested in the skateboarding?
Well, my friends next door, they were the kind of people that kind of cycled through everything. You know, they had a BMX bike, they had rollerblades, they had a scooter, they had a skateboard, and then they kind of got the skateboard and kind of stuck with it, you know. And for a couple of years they were skating, and then I got into it with them, and then I just never stopped. Just like my mum would take me to the skate park and spend hours upon hours just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, just watching me skate.
No way.
Yeah, like seriously, 8-hour shift at the skate park.
Wow.
Just sitting there like reading a book or whatever. And now that I'm older, I realize like that is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. She supported me so much to do that.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
bro.
so definitely thankful for that. Shout out to my mom.
Aw, dude.
So,
now you're out here living the dream.
Trying to make her
bro.
proud.
That's so awesome, man.
Yeah.
You like just don't think about those things
No,
when you're younger.
for sure.
You know, but she's literally a person. She has her own life,
Yeah,
her
she could
own
be doing
things
so much other
going
shit.
on. But she sees like, I just want to make my son happy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so fucking
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
dude.
No, I'm so stoked and so thankful for it. Like the older I get, you know.
Yeah.
So
The older you get, it makes you appreciate your parents
For sure.
so much more.
Definitely.
Because when you're younger, they're superheroes to you.
Exactly.
You're the one that I look towards when I have problems, anything.
Exactly.
Call my parents.
Yeah.
But then when you get older, you're just like, yo, these were just two people that fucked with each other.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they made it happen.
yeah, for sure. And they like didn't know anything, just like I don't know anything, and they're just figuring it out as
They
they go.
just figured it out. So when you're skating, did you notice that you had like more of a talent than others, or did you just keep going hard at it?
I think I just kept going hard at it because in my head I don't feel like I was the kind of person who was always going to make it in skating. You know, like when I was skating with my friends at a young age, I don't think they were all like, this kid's going to go somewhere, you know. Like I don't think it was really like that, at least from what I think. It could be different, you know.
Yeah.
But in my head I don't think it was like that. I think I just like kept with it. I just met the right people and like did the right things to succeed, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like I feel like in skating or maybe not so much more these days, but when I was coming up, it was more so like, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And like people would much rather have a nice person in the van who's good to get along with, who's like funny and kind and like who's okay at skating, rather than having some amazing skateboarder who's a dickhead.
Yeah.
You know, no one wants to be around that person.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like in the time when I was coming up, that was really important. So that actual ability wasn't like 100%.
And we back, guys. Let's take a quick break for our sponsor, Heel Toe Auto. An important part in buying Honda parts online is making sure that you can trust the company that you're dealing with to get you the parts reliably. You spend a lot of money and you spend a lot of time doing research on your build. The last thing that you want to do is send cash to a website where you may never see it again, and worse yet, never see the parts. With Heel Toe Automotive, an 18-year track record is part of the deal. Heel Toe brings you deep industry connections, professional part recommendations, alternative ideas when your parts aren't available, and they'll even contact you when something on your order looks out of the ordinary before it ships. Heel Toe's unique checkout allows you to select a deadline to receive your parts to make sure that you can get them in time for your project plans. You can buy parts anywhere online, but Heel Toe knows what truly matters to an enthusiast: professionalism, swiftness, and accuracy. Heel Toe is in your corner. Make sure you guys check out Heel Toe at heeltoeauto.com, or you can call or text them at 949-295 1668. Or you can check him out on Instagram at Heel Toe Automotive. Big shout out to Marcus from Heel Toe. Great guy. He's always treated me so well, and him continuing supporting the podcast means the world to me, guys. So please, if you can do us a favor, just text him right now and say thank you for supporting Downtime with Downstar, because without Heel Toe and our other sponsors, we couldn't continue doing the show. So shoot him a text right now, please, 949-295-1668, and make sure you guys check him out on Instagram. Like I said, shoot him a follow, shoot him a comment, and shoot him some love at Heel Toe Automotive. Now back to the show. Yeah.
The main focus.
You know what? We're going to jump all over the place.
Yeah.
But you just brought something up to me, and I wanted to get your opinion on this. You know, the when you say automotive community, that's a blanket.
Yeah.
Just like skateboarding.
Yeah.
That's a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
What lane do you feel like that you fit in as far as skaters, and what sort of like different demographics are there in the skate community?
Well, I mean, I feel like, like you said, you can blanket skateboarding into one big thing, but then, you know, there's obviously a street skateboarder, a transition skateboarder, a vert skater, someone who skates like the big mega ramps and stuff like that. You know, there's so many different things, and I'm definitely a street skateboarder in that regard. And then as towards like more demographics, I don't know, like I really respect the older eras of skating that I come from, you know, so I like to think that the most of my audience comes from the people who understand the things that I liked back in the day, you know, like Manic Marty and Baker 2G and stuff like that. Whereas like a lot of the kids these days don't do the history research on like where did like, okay, Cater's my favorite skater. Where did the company that he rides for come from?
Gotcha.
You know, like it came from Birdhouse essentially.
Yeah.
Reynolds leaving Birdhouse and starting Baker. You know, people don't really do that research anymore, and that's the type of stuff that I really enjoy. And like, you know, I really like graphics from that time and stuff like that. And so a lot of my board graphics for Deathwish are all kind of catered towards that era of skating. You know, so
yeah, I was watching your was a Transworld video.
Skate Hoarders.
Yeah, that was so cool. Dude, you got a lot of heat in there.
Yeah, I definitely went through a stage. I was hurt for a while, and I was like, all right, that was just like the car thing. I'm like, all right, I need to put my time and energy into something. So I just put it all into trying to find like boards online. Like it's like, obviously you can't just buy them at the skate shop because they're 20-year-old boards. Yeah. So it's like, all right, you have to do a lot of research and you have to figure out how to find these boards, and like, I don't know, it's a mission.
Now, what about your own boards? Do you keep one of each?
I keep two of each, one for my mum, one for my sister.
Oh, sick.
So there's like a stockpile somewhere at home.
How many do you have total? Like as far as your personal decks?
I think
signature decks.
Yeah, I think so far I turned pro in November 2018, and so I think since then I've had, I think it's like 26 boards or something.
Sick.
Yeah, so I've got a couple.
Oh my god, dude!
Because I know a lot of companies, they do like each person gets one board every season, you know, and that's every 3 or 4 months. Yeah, and so it's like, in that case, I would have had maybe 12 boards, but Deathwish do 2 or 3. So I'm lucky enough to get 2. Yeah. And so every season there's 2 new boards with my name on it. Sick. So it's just crazy. They pile up so quick.
I have your one of your newest ones. Is actually this one right here.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I actually copped a little bit of heat for that one. Yeah, people weren't too into that.
I love it, dude. That's why I love this one.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, I was looking at your old decks and that Wu-Tang one. Yep. That one is sick. Yeah,
that one actually came out like right in the middle of COVID, right at the board shortage period, and so I never actually got to skate one.
Really?
Yeah, I've got 2 that were like not my size, that were the production shape, you know. But yeah, I missed out on skating it.
So fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, that box right there, I have a bunch of old decks and stuff inside of there. What I was actually gonna hang them in one of the rooms over there, but I think I'm gonna put them in here.
Oh, sick.
I want to do them hanging from the ceiling.
Oh wow, that'd be dope.
Yeah, so it's just like a bunch of old Baker boards and stuff like that. Yeah, I have this. The last board that I ever skated was the Reynolds deck.
No way.
The Atlanta Braves.
Oh no way. The blue with the red. Or was it the striped one?
I'll show you after, dude. Sick. It's fucking old, bro. Wow, and I like had it at my house just outside, and it's all weathered and everything, but it's awesome. And then I was talking about it, and Jay actually gave me a brand new one.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So stoked.
That's
dude.
So sick. Just childhood.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It is, bro. It's just Like I'm telling you, that video of Baker to Jesus just did so much to me. And
sure.
even at that time, I was really big into downloading music.
Yeah.
I had every single song on that soundtrack.
Oh, for
I don't
sure.
even know how. I don't even know what the hell those songs,
Yeah,
some of
for
them
sure.
were.
Yeah. I mean, that was like another thing for me too, is that like that really helped my music taste as a like kid. Like listening to Crimson and Clover as being like a
Oh my God,
8-year-old
dude.
kid.
Yeah.
Like people like, what? Like what the fuck is going on here? Like shouldn't you be listening to, I don't know, 50 Cent or something? I don't know. But yeah. So,
That's funny, dude, because I was just driving to my son to work or to school
Yeah.
today, and he saw something. He's like, "Oh, look at that! What's that? The Beatles."
yeah.
And then I put on the Beatles, and we're listening to it, and then
Yeah.
I lower it a little. I was like, "Hey, it sounds like it would be good on a skate edit, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, it does."
Yeah,
I was
sick.
like, hell yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
So, what kind of music are you into?
I mean, I feel like I enjoy a little bit of everything, but most of all, I'd say 90s hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of more what I listen to the most, like Wu-Tang, or actually listen to a lot of MF Doom, RIP.
Oh, rest in peace,
I know.
man.
Yeah, I was so bummed when I found that out.
If I'm not mistaken, he's from Oxnard.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Well, we're in Ventura, but Oxnard's where I grew up. The next
Yeah,
city
yeah.
over, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, that's crazy.
If he's not, guys, don't kill me. But rest in peace. He was either
Yeah.
from here or had like a big presence
Oh, okay,
here,
cool.
though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a big fan, so I was definitely sad to hear of his passing.
Yeah,
So,
it's been one of those fucking years, man, dude.
For
Poor
real.
guy didn't even make it out of 2020.
I know.
I was like, that was the last one,
Mm-hmm.
the last big one that hit.
And honestly, like, I feel like their family did it on the last day of the year so that it wasn't a thing that just started the
Started
year off
2021?
off to a bad start.
Got
'cause,
it,
like,
got it.
I feel like that was one that was definitely going to affect a lot of people. Like, a lot of people really like MF Doom. And so,
Yeah, sad, dude. Rest in peace, man. So
for sure.
back to Australia.
Mm-hmm.
When did you realize that this was turning into something more than just a hobby?
Maybe when I'd say when I first got my first paycheck from DC.
Okay.
Because I used to skate for DC shoes when I was younger. And I was probably like 17,
Uh-huh.
or 18 when I got my first paycheck.
Wow.
Yeah, it was $500. And I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I just couldn't believe it, you know? And that was when I was like, okay, like maybe I can like do this and live off this and skate every day. And that's it.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, it all kind of just unfolded from there.
So how did that work out that you ended up on DC?
One of the filmers from Sydney ended up becoming the team manager for DC.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and so I was just a young kid at the time, and I guess like at the time they were just looking to put people on and give them shoes and stuff like that. And so he started giving me shoes, and I just rode the shoes for a while, for a couple of years, and then yeah, one day got the paycheck, and I was just like, oh shit.
Just a random paycheck.
Yeah, I was just like, all right. And then I hit him up. I was like, I don't know if this went to the wrong person or not. Like, I'm kind of tripping. I don't know if this is right. And they're like, no, like, you get paid now. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, all right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is perfect. Sick.
So is this like every month or so? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, $500. And I was like, I couldn't believe it.
At 17.
Yeah.
That's fucking good money, dude.
Might have been 18.
That's still good money.
Yeah,
dude.
for sure. But I mean, all that money just went to gas and food so that I could skate every day.
So 17, 18 years old. What is it like growing up in Australia at that age?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot more mellow to where it is over here. Like over here, it's like I'd be scared to be a 17 or 18-year-old kid fresh out of school and just be like, this is what you're in the world now.
Go figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like Australia's just got this like safety blanket over it or something. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because that's where my family is or if that's where like I don't know all my friends are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just feels safer and it feels like I don't know. It doesn't move as fast as it does over here. You know.
Yeah.
Everything's so quick.
So what kind of stuff would you get into out there besides skating? Like what was it? Is there a lot of like crime or things like that or bad?
I mean, there's crime and stuff, but it's not like nothing like it is over here. Just like I said before, because we don't have guns. You know, like people have guns, but it's not like it is over here. It's not like a widely accessible thing. And so if there's crime, it's more just like fights and people with knives and stuff like that, you know. And so I never really found myself too into that. I was always against smoking weed. I was always against drinking. I was always against everything, you know, because I grew up with my friend who was always straight edge, always sober and stuff, you know. And so he moved to America and he did all that. And so I was like, all right, that's what I need to do. I need to be sober. I need to be straight edge, and I need to just do it all. And that's how I'm going to make it to America. And then, yeah, so I just never really found myself a part of any like trouble or any mischief, you know, because I was always just skating.
Did you always realize that you had like a mindset to push forward?
It's only as of late that I've realized that when I was younger, it just never really occurred to me that it wasn't going to work out. Like in my head, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to be a pro skater. That's just it. Like, I don't know. There's no like two ways about it. My dad told me when I was leaving school that I had to get a trade, you know, be an electrician or a plumber or mechanic or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to skate while I can and make the most of it. And that's that. And then, yeah, I just kept pushing forward and kept skating and doing what I did. And then, yeah, it all kind of just worked out.
How did he feel about that?
I mean, he was, I don't think he was too psyched at first, but I don't know. I don't really exactly have the best relationship with my dad. So I don't really know exactly how he feels too much about like the decisions I made and like how I got to where I am now, you know. I'm sure he'd be stoked.
Yeah.
You know, like I followed through with what I wanted to do, and like I'm living comfortably without requiring any assistance from anyone, you know. I can do my thing, save my money, or like work on cars or do whatever I want, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like can't really be too bummed.
Yeah, it's I see it from the parents' point of view.
For sure.
Because that's how they had to grow up.
For sure, me too. And like that's the thing is I get older and I'm like I get why he was doing that. He's probably just scared that I was going to end up being a bum on the street, you know.
Yeah.
And like being from that generation, like a skateboarder is viewed that way, you know, like just being a bum on the street with no like aspirations to do anything. But I feel like I got into skating at the right time to where it like started to progress, where skaters now have companies and like all these other things, you know, they have other interests in skating.
Yeah.
So
man, it's hard for parents to tell kids anything now. Like, you play too much games, go do something. Like, bro, I'll make more money than you do playing games.
Sure. Exactly. Yeah, I'm on YouTube all day and fucking yeah, it's crazy. And then like to me, I'm like, how are these people making so much money from YouTube? Like, it's crazy.
It's a fucking hustle, dude.
For real.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
We've tried the YouTube thing and we're still trying it. And it's just, it takes so much work, you know, and if I didn't have everything else to work on and I focused on it more, it would definitely grow quicker. But it's one of those things, like, it's a machine. You have to feed it.
Yeah,
you have to feed it.
It's just like the Instagram. It's a content machine.
Yeah, exactly, man. And it's, bro, if you become like a slave to it, dude, it's so fucking hard, bro. Because I have to. I'm always trying to grow it and make sure that the business is being represented in a great way. But then, you know, you take one day off and your algorithm goes to shit.
Yeah,
dude.
and that's the thing is, it's like that one new subscriber could be that one new person purchasing whatever.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Every person can help do whatever.
Yeah, but then on the other side of it, you can fucking drive yourself crazy, dude.
I know, but then you also want to provide good content because you obviously don't want to just be like, all right, these people are helping me by supporting me. You need to give them something good, you know?
Yeah.
It can't just be shit.
So when you were younger, were you putting together like sponsor me videos?
Yeah, I mean, that was the way to do it. I mean, I was lucky enough to work at an indoor skate park in Sydney.
Okay.
For like a good couple of years. It was probably from 16 to... Actually, no, it was actually from 14 to 18. And so through that time, a lot of people coming in and out, you know, like either sponsored skaters or people who work in the industry or like people that work at the skate shop also work for companies, things like that, you know. And so that's kind of how it all really started from there, is like just meeting people through the skate shop. Got you.
So then you get sponsored by DC, you get the check, and then what's the next step after that?
The next step is just skating as much as possible. And then like, I don't know, I stayed the next couple of years in Australia and I didn't come over here until I was 20, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I just worked on filming for a Welcome to DC Australia part, which did actually involve some footage from America. So I guess that didn't come out till I was 20. But yeah, it kind of just involved not really anything like too crazy, just skating, filming as much as possible. And yeah.
And then when did that plan come together? Like, yo, I'm out of here.
Came together when I actually quit DC and started riding for New Balance.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of the things I told them when I first started skating for them, is I would really like to live in America. Is there any way they can help me? So they helped me out, and then yeah, next thing you know, I live in America. It was like one of the best decisions I've ever made, for sure. That was the decision, one of the decisions in my life where you can tell like that like changed the course of where I was going.
Yeah.
You know? And so thankful for what like they did for me and that they did that for me, you know, and it like really did a lot.
And you're still on New Balance
Yep.
now.
Mm-hmm.
New Balance numeric.
That's the skate division of New Balance.
Got you. So do you have a signature shoe that's out now?
I don't have a signature shoe. Like I don't think that's ever really going to be on the cards, but I do have signature colorways.
That's what I meant. That's the thing with New Balance, right? They do signature colorways for people.
So they've got a couple of pro model shoes at the moment. So Jamie Foy has one.
Yeah.
Brandon Westgate, and then Tiago. They all have pro model shoes. And then throughout the year, they'll give people colorways of the shoe that they generally skate in.
Gotcha.
So I skate this one called the 379, and then that's the one that they generally help out and give colorways for.
Do you have any plans to have another colorway dropping?
Yeah, I do.
Very cool.
There's some things in the works at the moment. So
sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
So when you make that trip, where did you end up living at in the US?
So I move over here, and the day that I get here is the day I believe that Donald Trump was the first day as president. The day
Okay,
he was
so
sworn
early
into office.
January.
Yeah.
2016.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe. So that's the day that I land in America. It's like Donald Trump, new president. And then I move into my friend's house, who also rode for DC at the time. His name's Matt Miller.
Mm-hmm.
He's an ex-pro skater, now real estate agent. He had a condo in Long Beach, right across from Cherry Park, which is a little skate park that everyone skates.
Uh-huh.
And he took me in. He took me in for like 8 or 9 months, paid like minimal rent to live in like this beach house condo, like right on the beach.
Yeah.
And then, he like took me to get my driver's license and did all that for me, like helped me become an adult in America. Like did all the dad duties for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the age difference?
I think when I moved here, I was 24 or 25, and he would have been maybe 30 or 31 or something.
Gotcha.
So he was kind of like heading towards the end of his career, you know, kind of phasing out, I guess, and becoming more into the real estate thing and whatever else he was trying to do outside of skating. Whereas my career was just, beginning. I just moved to America.
Gotcha.
So that's where we were kind of on like different levels, but he really did like a lot for me in the way of like life hammers, like a lot of life stuff I had to do.
So when you got to the US, what was your first thought of everything?
Well, I mean, I'd been coming to the US since I was 20, so for previous 5 years leading up to moving here. But living here, it wasn't too like different to Australia or anything, but the only thing is that I just had to do the normal life stuff that I've already done, like I have to get my driver's license, have to figure out health insurance, have to figure out all this other bullcrap that I've already done, know, stuff that's like not really, I don't know, you don't feel like it's relevant, but if you want to go out skating every day, you're going to need a car and you're going to need a license, and so it's just the little things like that I felt that it felt unnecessary because I've already got the driver's license, but it's not the driver's license for America.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So when did it start to really sink in that like, dude, this is my life now?
I don't even know if it has sunk in yet. I don't know. I feel like honestly, it's only been like the last year or so where I've gotten like real comfortable. Like I've got my girlfriend and I feel really comfortable and like good with her. Mm-hmm. Then I've got the 2 cars that I really enjoy. Got all of the sponsors that I need, and like they look after me so well, there's nothing I can really complain about. And like I'm in the process of renewing my visa at the moment for another 5 years, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
So I feel like right now I'm like the most comfortable, but it's almost time to leave because my visa's finished.
When is the visa up?
April.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so with all the COVID shit, I don't want to go home because it's gonna cost so much money in flights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, trying to get the visa stuff figured out before then. So it's just this big
Just
mess.
stick around, bro. Fuck it.
I'm definitely not trying to go back. It's too much of a headache. So
they're not gonna do anything, bro. It's all good.
For sure. Yeah, I'm sure there has to be some type of leniency with COVID and stuff like that.
Definitely, man.
So
hell yeah, bro.
Not too stressed.
So there's one thing that I did notice is that you really showed a lot of love to Baker pretty much for your whole career. Uh-huh. When did you start to realize that was turning into something else? You know, when did you start to actually meet the guys and things like that?
So I want to say it was 2014, I rode for a board company called Mystery. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with Mystery?
Yes.
Yeah. So I rode for them, and then they were changing ownership.
Okay.
And so the owner called me and he was like, Jamie Thomas, he called me and he was like, okay, so we're gonna sell the company. This is what the plan is. You're gonna be one of the AMs on the team, and we're gonna turn these 2 dudes pro, and this is what the situation's gonna be. And I was like, okay, like that's cool. Can I get back to you? I'll let you know what I want to do. You know, like I'm not sure if this is exactly right for me. So I get off the phone, call a couple of friends. You know, I'm like, what do you think I should do? Like I don't know. And then a couple of them were, you know, like, I don't think you should do it. I think you should, I don't know, maybe take a different path. Like just maybe not worry about the board company so much right now. Just quit. And I was like, all right, this is kind of sketchy. It's like leaving a job. You know, you don't really leave a job unless you know you've got another one lined up.
Yeah.
You know, and so I did it. I quit without having anything lined up. And I went back to Australia because at the time I was in America. Went back to Australia and then I was just like, you know what? I know Dustin. He runs PD in Australia, the distribution for Baker and Deathwish. Like, I've known him since I was like 14 or 15. I've been seeing him around the city, like skating and stuff, you know. I should just hit him up. What's the worst that's going to happen if I hit him up and ask him if I can get Baker boards in Australia?
Yeah.
You know? And he was like I just texted him. I was like, hey man, like it's Jake. Like I was just wondering. Actually, sorry, no. Skate shop I rode for called the distribution. Was like, hey, what's up? Like, we talk all the time. Skid rides for the skate shop. He really wants to ride for Baker. Can you help him out? And they were like, oh yeah, we can like talk to Dustin. We'll see what he says, you know. Dustin gets back to him. He's like, yep, we can give you boards. So I'm like, all right, crazy. That's sick. Like I wasn't really expecting it, but cool. I'm getting Baker boards now.
Yeah.
It's like a lifelong dream. And then fast forward maybe like a year or so, like we filmed a video for PD distribution to come out in Australia. We did all that. Fast forward a year or so, and then I get a text message from Dustin, and it says, Reynolds wants you on Baker Summer Tour. His words, not mine.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, wait, what? Like, are you tripping? What the fuck are you talking about? And then, sure enough, the team manager at the time calls me, and he's like, hey, what's up? Like, Andrew wants you on the summer tour. I need your passport details and stuff. Will you be in America for this time? Like, for this 3 weeks or whatever? And I was like, well, I will be now. Like, I'll make sure I'm there for that, you know? And then, so, you know, like, fly to America. And the whole time I'm like, this has got to be, like, bullshit, you know? Like, these dudes got to be, like, lying to me or something. Next thing you know, I get the email and it's got my flight in there and stuff. And I'm like, all right, like, seems like it's happening. Get dropped off at the airport. And I meet Reynolds and stuff at the airport. And I'm just like, what's up? Like,
that was your first time meeting him?
Yeah, first. I mean, I met him when I was a kid at a demo and stuff. But, like, first time meeting him as, like, a skateboarder. I'm just like, what's up? And then, like, kind of meeting everybody. Like, it's, you know, it's Baker. It's, like, all of my favorite skaters in, like, one area, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of freaking out the whole time. But
wow,
it was crazy. It was definitely, like, some little kid, like, bucket list dream shit.
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think it was last week or the week before, we went to Baker Boys. Mm-hmm. And I was telling my son, I said, dude, don't fan out. Whoever's there, don't fan out, you know? Just say what's up, just like they're one of the homies, sure. You know?
Yeah.
I said, no one wants to hang out with a fan, bro. They want to hang out with someone that's cool.
For sure.
So we go there, dude, and we skate back there, and I'm like, oh my God.
Who's back there?
Fucking Reynolds is there. Dog,
of course.
Like, oh, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? You know, I'm fanning out. But I'm like, oh yeah, what? Oh my God, son, that's fucking Reynolds.
For sure. Does he know who Reynolds is? He knows.
Yeah, for sure, of course. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Jamie Foy. That's his guy, dude. Yeah. Jamie Foy's there.
Yeah.
And then Beagle ended up coming. Yeah, so it's just like, to be able to give that to my son,
for sure,
so fucking cool.
And then, but you're also experiencing it at the same time.
Hell yeah,
like, these
man!
Are the dudes that I watch too, and like, wow, this is crazy.
I said, bro, I know exactly how you feel because I'm the fucking 13-year-old right now too, dude.
Dude, it happens to me every time. I swear, every time I see Andrew, I'm still just like, what's up? Like, this is so
what's
weird.
Up, dude?
Yeah, for real. He'll randomly talk to me, and I'm just like, oh, I don't really have a word. I'm not ready for you to talk to me, and like, I've got to like think about what I've got to say to you. You know? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. So. But
wow. So that was 2015.
2015 Baker Summer Tour, yeah.
Got you. So you get there and just paint the picture for me, bro. What's it like?
So meet everybody at LAX. That's kind of where I meet Andrew and Shane and like a bunch of the other dudes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd already known Cyril Jackson and T-Funk at the time.
Okay.
Because of the DC connection.
Got you.
And so I get onto the trip and like, you know, I'm kind of quiet. We fly into Florida and I'm like, that's where Andrew's from.
Yeah.
We're doing a demo at Tampa.
Okay.
And so I've never been to Tampa before. The skate park's like obviously legendary. And, you know, so we get there and there's a fun box with a rail that goes across, like up, across, and down. You know? And I try and do a front board across and down. And right as I get to the point, I get stuck and I fall backwards and I sack the rail backwards. And then I fall back onto, you know, the bones that stick out on your back? Fall back onto both of those onto the concrete. And I was just like, oh my God, I think I just ripped my butthole open. And like, and my back's broken. Like, I'm fucked. First demo, like everybody at Tampa, like the grandstand, like looks down on you. And so there's all these people just looking down on me. I'm like, oh my God, like first trip, like first demo, you know, like I really need to like skate still.
Yeah.
So I go outside and I'm like touching my butthole and like make sure I'm like not split. And I'm like, all right, I'm okay. Like, should be good. And then it was kind of just like my back after that just seized up. But I'm like, I have to keep skating. Like, can't let these dudes know that I'm like either fucked up, and I don't want them to think that I'm like just being lazy.
Exactly.
You know? And so like get back out there, keep skating, and no one kind of knows. But that clip actually surfaced on Instagram like a couple of months after. And I was like, I actually have it saved because I was like, I'm never going to forget this. And I need that footage.
Oh shit.
So, but yeah, get on the trip. And then I'm obviously being like a weird kid. Like I can't talk to anyone. Like Reynolds is around, like Figgy's around, all these dudes are around. And so Shane Hale.
Shake Jun.
Yep.
Shout out to Shane.
For real. He is actually the dude who made me feel the most comfortable right from the get-go.
That doesn't surprise me. You know, I told Jay the other day, I said, you know what? Shane, I seen some old video of him. Same exact fucking dude.
Same dude.
His personality, so fucking awesome. Like, there's not that many people that you'll meet like that where he's just amped up all the time and just positive. You know? That's fucking dope.
It just seemed like he wanted to like see me succeed or something.
He
didn't know me. Like I didn't really ride for Shake John at the time or anything. It was just him being like, all right, there's this kid on the trip. And like, he obviously probably knew how it felt, you know, being like a new person on the, like not on the team, but on like on the trip or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, he knows how awkward it can be. So it was really nice and like really made me feel like, I don't know, comfortable.
So fucking cool, man.
I know, I'm so thankful for that.
Very cool guys. Everybody that I've met there,
all really
everybody's
nice
been so fucking cool.
They're all just skateboarders. They're all just skateboarders trying to look out for other skateboarders, you know?
Yeah.
There's no like, no one's above anybody else. Everyone's at the same level. Everybody's just doing the same thing.
So how many stops did you guys go to on that tour?
Oh man, I want to say it was a 3-week trip. And I want to say there was at least like 15 stops maybe.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was like a long one. It was like I don't know, I can't remember exactly when I went. It felt like it was so long ago now. But yeah, I know, to a bunch of random places. I know we're in like Nashville and like just random places.
Was that the first time that you've ever done anything like that?
No, I'd actually been on the Zero tour a couple of years before. We drove from Jersey back to California. So I've driven across country before.
Wow.
Yeah, so, but it was the first time, obviously, with all those dudes, and like first time in some of those places for sure. So, but yeah, definitely an experience.
So after the Baker tour is done, then what after that? Who are your sponsors?
At that time, I'm riding for Baker, just Flow from Australia. DC still. Okay. Which was clothes and shoes.
Got you.
And then Thunder Spitfire, and then like kind of all the same other stuff. Then so the Baker trip finishes. I go home back to Australia after being out here for 2 or 3 months at the time. Get back, and I'm kind of, you know, like being a kid from Australia and not really ever having direct contact with the people at the companies over here, you know, like you're always kind of talking to the distributor in Australia, then they're talking to the companies. You know, you never really know like kind of where you're sitting. You're like, did I do good on the trip? Like, do those guys like me? Am I going to get on Baker? Like, I wonder what the deal is. Like, do they just forget about me because I went back to Australia? Like, I don't really know. So I kind of just sat back there for a while, you know, like not really knowing what was going on. And then got the option to ride for New Balance, did that. Ended up coming over here for a New Balance thing. They ended up getting a house for a month because they were filming for a video. So they got a couple of the international dudes to come over and stay. While I was there, I get a text from Reynolds and it says, can I call you? And I'm like, oh my God, like again, like what the fuck? Like what's happening right now? So I call him and he's like, he asked me, so what do you want out of skating? And I was just like, that's such a like vague question. Like I'm not really sure how to answer that. And I was like, I want to turn pro. I want to like skate with my friends. I want to shoot photos for magazines. I want to film video parts. I want to do everything you can do with being a pro skater. I want to do it. He's like, okay, cool. Like, see, you are like getting a little bit older. You are on the older side because at the time I'm 24 or 25 or whatever.
Okay.
And I guess, you know, it like helps when they're looking for a younger kid to bring up through the company.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, you know, it's like we've got other dudes that we have to do things with first. You know, we can't just turn you pro. And I'm like, I don't expect to be pro right now. You know, like I just want the chance to turn pro at some point. And he was like, yeah, you know, like I'm just not sure. And I was like, okay, that's all good. Like, you know, whatever. Hang up the phone. Pretty much just been like shot. You know, I'm just like,
you're like, why'd you call me?
I know. I'm just like, fuck. Like I just got the call, and like that's the call. Like it's not gonna happen. You know. Same thing. Call a couple of friends, and I'm like, what do you think I should do? Like I'm fucking like Baker was it. If I don't ride for Baker, I don't want to skate. You know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna text him back, and I'm gonna ask him if I can ride for Deathwish. Because I already knew Neen, and I knew like a couple of the dudes at the time, and so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna text him, send him a text. I'm like, hey, just wondering if I could ride for Deathwish. That way, I still get to be a part of everything that you guys are doing, and it's a smaller team, and I'll like stand out more. You know, Baker's a huge team, stacked. And he was like, I'll ask Jim and Eric, and I'll get back to you. So I was like, all right, probably won't hear back from him. I don't know what the deal will be. 10 minutes later, I get a text like, yep, all good. They're down. Jay will sort you out. Hit him up. Here's his number. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, all right. It all seriously just happened like that. And it was by like the skin of my teeth. I swear, like if I didn't ask the question, that would have been it.
Wow.
It would have just been like done. And then I was lucky to have people like Neen and Lizard King to both like vouch for me and be like, I know this kid. You should help this kid out. Like we should put him on Deathwish.
Hell yeah,
so,
bro.
And then like, yeah, maybe 2 weeks later, while I was still in America, Jay texted me, and I didn't really know Jay too well. He texted me, he's like, we need to shoot your welcome to the team ad. And I was like, oh, it's happening. Like this isn't like some Australia flow stuff. Like this is really on the team. This ad's going to be in Thrasher. Like you ride for Deathwish.
Dude.
That was crazy.
Fuck yeah, bro. So this was in 2015 still?
This might have been 2016.
Got you.
By this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how did you know Neen at this time?
See, when I quit DC, because I was writing for the clothes too, and I started writing for New Balance, that left the option open to ride for a clothing company. So I started writing for Dickies.
Gotcha.
Which I still ride for now. But at the time, the Dickies team manager, Joe, was skating with Neen a lot because he's also a filmer. And so I'd end up just on the session with Neen randomly, you know? And so we'd just kick it. And yeah, just kind of that's how I met him.
And did you really drink his piss?
I did. Yeah. Unfortunately, I did.
What was that all about?
Oh, there's video proof too. It's on King of the Road. Yeah.
I saw that.
It was, I think it was a 150 point challenge. And I was like, it was the first day of the trip. I'd already drank my piss as a part of another challenge. And I was like, today's going to be the best day. And Neen's the best dude. He's the healthiest.
Yeah.
And before everybody starts getting like beat up and shit and like stops drinking water and all that shit, I'm just going to get it over and done with now. And no one is obviously going to volunteer to do that. And I'm just like, someone's got to do it.
So there's a game about drinking piss?
Well, it's like the first thing was, so King of the Road, should I give a breakdown on King
Yeah,
of the Road?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so King of the Road is a Thrasher trip that they have planned, and there's 3 teams. And so we went for Deathwish, and we were up against Enjoy and Creature.
Okay.
Similar to like a scavenger hunt.
Gotcha.
Thing. You start in one place and you finish in another, but you have this book that you have to finish all these challenges that are throughout the book, you know? And so, yeah, one of the extreme challenges, which is worth 150 points, was drink another team member's piss. And so I'm like, all right, well, first day, that's when everyone's feeling the healthiest and shit, you know? Neen, obviously the healthy guy on the team. Let's do it.
So how much points did you get for eating the dread?
Oh, man. I don't think I even really got any points because that was for a, like, worst thing eaten. So they judge it out of the 3 teams. So it's like if someone else on another team eats something way worse, you don't get points for that.
Got you.
You know, at least as far as I know. So
yeah.
I don't even know. But we put some Kool-Aid powder on it to give it a bit of flavoring.
Oh, man.
So definitely some shit that's going to come back to haunt me at some point, like in my adult life.
No, I think it's awesome, bro. What does piss taste like?
Salty.
Really?
Yeah.
I like salty things, bro. Probably take a little shot of piss.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you would. I mean, like when I think about that day, like I can taste it.
Really?
Yeah, like I could taste it right now in my brain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I thought it was some Australia shit, bro.
I mean, Australians are known for that type of behavior for sure.
Like shoeies and shit.
Yeah, and like there's a popular popular trick called the bubbler.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where people just straight up piss into their mouth. That's what they do.
Just where? Like at a club or something?
Yeah,
at
it'd be
the
like
bar?
more at the bar. Yeah, people are just wasted.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's popular tradition.
Usually before that time, you just like leave with a girl and go fuck or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you, if you stay at the bar.
Yeah, that's when you stay there a little too long. Yeah, shit starts getting a little out of hand.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah, dude. So Jay hits you up, says they got to shoot, and then what's that experience like, man? Knowing that it's all coming together.
Well, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna meet up with Atiba, and Atiba's like a really well-known skate photographer from the days of Manic Marty and like Chomp on This and those kind of videos.
Oh wow, he's from back then.
Yeah, he has a part in Chomp on This.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and so in my head I'm like, oh my god, it's Atiba fanning out just as much as if I was with Reynolds, because he shot all these photos of Reynolds.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, need to think of a trick that I know I'm going to be able to do that's going to be good enough to be a welcome to the team ad. So I thought about it. We went to this rail and I ended up doing my trick, and it was pretty painless experience, which was good. It was like put everything off onto the right foot. Dudes were around, like the Deathwish dudes, and I didn't look like too much of a bitch or anything, which is good. Got my shit handled, and then that was that. It was done.
Fuck.
Went back to Australia like really satisfied. Like, yes, I did that. Got the ad. I ride for the company. Like I'm solid. Like I'm set.
I love it, bro.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
All right, guys, let's take a break for our next sponsor, Action Clutch. Big shout out to Action Clutch. Thank you guys for coming back as the sponsor for the next season of Downtime with Downstar. We're so excited to grow with you guys. And if you haven't checked out Action Clutch, check them out right now before this read at Action Clutch. They've been working on a lot of stuff, and they're really getting into content, which is awesome. But one of the most critical parts to any build is the clutch. Without a proper clutch, you won't be able to get that power to the wheels. No one wants to spend hundreds of dollars on a clutch that won't hold their power for more than a few races or spirited drives. That's why it's important to go with a kit that you know that you can count on, and that's why many people choose Action Clutch over the competition. Action Clutch makes kits here in the USA with parts sourced locally in Los Angeles. They have kits to replace OEMs clutches all the way up to 1200 horsepower and can be found everywhere from street cars, drag cars, even Formula Drift vehicles. Not only are the clutches made in the USA, but they've made a strong focus this year to give back to a percentage of sales to the community during these hard times, providing impacted families with groceries and other necessities. Contact them today with whatever you need, and they'll give you the family treatment. You can check them out at actionclutch.com. And if you don't see what you need on there, you can give them a call at 323-269-6051. Or, like I said, check them out on Instagram, and you can shoot them a DM and get right to it at Action Clutch, or you can email them at sales@actionclutch.com. Or if you want, you could just honk your horn 5 times in a row. Beep, beep, long beep, 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 and they'll be there right at your door. That's not going to happen, but what is going to happen if you use the code DTWD for checkout, you get 15% off. How lit is that? Go buy yourself a clutch. Now back to the show. All right, so you get back to Australia after you do the shoot. What's the next step from there? Are you just waiting for the day that it hits the newsstands, or?
Yeah, I guess like kind of just waiting around for that, and then trying to maintain like a positive relationship with New Balance, who's like a new sponsor, and Dickies too, and then just trying to kind of just waiting out my time in Australia to get back to America to skate again.
So let's touch on that a little bit. What are some things that a skater could do to represent themselves well for the sponsor besides just getting free stuff? Like what's the other side of the coin, because the skateboarding sponsoring, that whole thing kind of transitions over into the car community.
Yeah.
And in the car community, the stigma is like, I have this many followers, just give me stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just like, I'm not going to give you anything for free. You have to put it on your car. You have to promo,
for sure.
Post pictures and shit. Show that you fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be a commercial, but.
For sure. Well, I feel like that's where there's a line drawn between like an influencer and a skater, or influencer and someone who's like a driver or whatever.
Gotcha.
And so like, I want to do more than just ask for free shit, so like I'm going to ride so New Balance, for example, I ride for New Balance. I'm obviously going to wear the shoes at all times. I'm never not going to be wearing New Balances. I'm going to put the stickers on my board. I'm going to post it on Instagram. But at the same time, when kids ask me like what shoes I like, I'm always going to say New Balance, you know, because they're the only shoes I do skate. It's the only shoes I know. So it's like, I don't know. I believe that you just need to maintain like a healthy relationship in the way of like communication, and I don't know, being more of like realizing that you are like an asset to these companies, and that these companies really are an asset to you as well, and that it really is a two-way street.
Yeah.
Like they're going to do something for you, but you have to do something for them, you know, like it's like they scratch your back, you scratch mine, you know, it's like just how it works.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't want to be giving less than what you're taking. You know, like I don't want to be taking all this shit but giving them nothing in return.
Yeah.
You know, just me as a person, I feel like that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. They're just like, gimme, and like that's that. I've got all this stockpile of stuff, but you haven't done anything to say thank you.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Appreciation is a huge
exactly
one.
Yeah, and that's where it goes back to like what I was saying before, where like people want like cool people around. They don't want to be hanging out with dickheads who are just like, give me this, give me that, you know, like much rather be around someone who doesn't ask for anything, but that's the person you're going to give all the stuff to, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there certain brands, you don't have to name or anything, brands or like demographics of skaters that you're just like, I don't really fuck with those kind of guys?
I mean, yeah, it's like, there's definitely that type of, I mean, there's definitely different types of skaters that I'm not really into, but then at the same time, they're just skating.
Yeah.
You know, they're just doing the same thing I'm doing, but they've just found themselves in they just walked a different path than I did. You know, like I obviously came up in the time of like early 2000s when it was all like just baggy jeans, little boards, little wheels, and like that was that, just skating. But now it's like, you know, a lot of people care more about what they're wearing, or like, I don't know, the people that they're hanging out with, or the places that they're skating, whereas I'm still caught up in the fact of like, I just want to be like the people were in early 2000s.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like there are different demographics to skateboarding, and like some that I generally don't really agree with, you know, like I don't particularly want to see people wearing like Gucci or like Louis Vuitton or whatever, you know, that's not necessarily my steez.
Yeah.
Not that I don't agree with it or whatever. No, sorry, I don't disagree with it, but it's just not something that's for me.
Yeah.
You know, I just like stick with the core skating stuff. So,
yeah. No, I could totally see that.
Yeah.
So then do you end up moving to the US and then skating for Deathwish? What is that like? Like when you're here, you're established, you're here, now you're skating for Deathwish.
Yep. I mean, that's when we start going on trips, and it's like kind of the first time that I'm like I really feel like a part of something, you know? Like I'd been on board company trips before, and like, you know, you go do an autograph signing at a skate shop, and like kids are like, you're sitting next to two pro skaters, like, and you're in between them. Kids like get the, like this dude's signature, like, oh, super excited. And then they get to you and they're like, I don't really know who you are. Like next person, you know?
Yeah.
Then like once I start riding for Deathwish, that's when it finally, that sort of thing stopped, you know, like those awkward little situations at signings and stuff where like people start to finally know who you are because you've got this board company who then are like putting you all over their Instagram, who you have ads in Thrasher, and you start to like, your face starts to be a little bit more known and people start to figure out who you are.
Yeah.
So
now, kind of talking about the different cultures of skating and things like that. How do you think that Thrasher still remain to be, you know, a core skate brand and then still have like that mainstream popularity?
See, I don't know. I feel like they maintain the core skateboarding thing because they have the magazine, and it's obviously a core skateboarding magazine. But then they're lucky enough to have people like Rihanna or whatever wearing like a flamed Thrasher t-shirt on stage at a concert or something. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know whether it's luck, whether it just so happened that... Do you need to answer that?
No. Good.
I don't know whether it's just luck and whether it just so happened to work out like that. And then people like, I don't know, Rihanna, Justin Bieber, people like that with big followings started, you know, paying more attention to it. I don't know. I swear you have a lot of people being like Thrasher's like this brand or whatever. And you're like, Thrasher's not a brand. Thrasher's a magazine that has clothes and stuff. I mean, that's what it is to me. But most of these people these days that wear Thrasher don't know that it's a magazine.
Yeah, it kind of seems like the whole D3 thing again, that people from outside of the culture gravitated towards it because of, you know, the look, the popularity, or even Thrasher. That's such a like a catchy design.
Exactly.
So anybody could wear it
for sure.
You know? But it doesn't seem like they did the same thing that Supreme did as far as, you know, chasing a different demographic.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the best thing with Thrasher though is all the money that I feel like the money that they make from all the sales and all those type things is they put it straight back into the mag. They put it back into skating to do trips and like supporting people and doing things like that, you know. So it's like they are in this streetwear world somehow, but it's like they put all that money straight back into the skaters that are like supporting the magazine, you know. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like they do it the right way.
Do you feel like Thrasher is one of the best to do it now and that represents the culture in the way that you see it?
I think so, yeah. I also feel like maybe at this point in time it's kind of like the only, at least in America, it's really the only print skateboarding magazine. Like around. Transworld stopped, Skateboard Mag stopped, everything's kind of stopped, and it's kind of remained to be the last one. But I feel like they do a really good job of like portraying skateboarding and like what it is in America at least. And then, you know, there's definitely people from overseas put in the mag too, so it's like they're really trying to broaden their horizons and allow everybody into the mag, you know. It's not so much just focused on Americans now. So
very cool, man. Yeah, because when I wasn't skating and then I was seeing Thrasher, the popularity of it going, and I was like, oh, this is very weird.
For sure. But with all this popularity, they've also brought a lot of skaters with them. You know, a lot of these people have come up with Thrasher and they've helped them, you know, succeed. So
hell yeah, dude. Big cool. Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's take it to the big moment, bro. And when you became pro. So what was it like? Like, did you know it was gonna happen, or?
So at the time we filmed Deathwish Part 1.
Okay.
And so it was a video with me and Jamie Foy. And I was told that I was going to close out the video. And so it was going to be Foy's part first and then my part. And I'm like, it's kind of stupid. Like, Foy's the gnarliest skater in the world. Front Feeble Del Toro in the video part, you know. Like, does so much gnarly shit, like this doesn't make sense. And, you know, Jay's like, you know, it makes more sense. Like, this is your time to, like, have the part or whatever, you know, do your thing. And I was like, all right, cool. So had the part come out, and then I feel like after the part came out, I was like, maybe had the thought of like, like maybe thought I would turn pro after that, but like it didn't happen, whatever, you know. And a week later, like the dude who is the brand manager for Deathwish calls me and he's like, hey, so we're doing this like Baker Boys team morale building thing. So everyone in the warehouse and everybody, like, we're going to offer team riders and stuff to come. We're going to have like a picnic in the middle of Griffith Park. There's a ditch there to skate, so everyone's just going to be hanging out, drinking beers and skating and stuff. He's like, you don't have to go if you don't want, but we're going to be doing that if you want to go. And I'm like, all right, like, I'm going to go, of course. And then get a call that morning that it was supposed to happen, and he's like, oh yeah, there's actually people filming at Griffith Park, like filming a movie or whatever, so we're going to do it at a skate park instead. I was like, all right, cool, I'll be there. Next thing you know, I turn up and it's a surprise pro party, and they have like a taco truck, everything. And I was just like, you told me that I didn't have to be there. That's how like relaxed and mellow it was for them to try and be like, it's all good, he's gonna come, you know, he's gonna come. And they were just like, you don't have to come if you don't want. I was like, are you serious? But yeah, full surprise at the skate park. And then I couldn't even skate at the time either. I think I was getting over torn ligaments in my ankle. And so I was just like, cool. Like,
did you cry?
No, I didn't cry, which I thought I would. But
dude, I feel like crying, bro. That was fucking awesome.
I don't know. It was definitely overwhelming. There was a lot of people there, and like not turning pro in Australia seemed like it was going to be weird for me because I don't necessarily have like the huge group of like my own personal friends that I like kick it with all the time that I grew up with, you know, that are going to be at this thing. So I was like, I don't know, I was pretty surprised when I got there and there was like a good amount of people there that like came up to support me turning pro and stuff. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was like definitely one of those days that I'll like never forget, you know.
Guys, if you're listening, you could find that video on YouTube right now.
It's up there.
Very awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
That's all you worked for, dude.
Yeah, no, definitely like some dream come true.
Yeah.
Type shit, yeah. So
how's everything been since then, man?
It's been good. It's just been like a constant, like, I don't know, like we were talking about before, just trying to better myself, like kind of reach the goals with my sponsors that I wanted to reach, like turning pro and like had the colorways on New Balance and stuff. Obviously, I would like to try and continue and do more and stuff like that, but just been like, I don't know, steady trying to skate, been going through my ups and downs with like, personal stuff, but I don't know, just skating and trying to navigate my way through it all.
So with Deathwish being the brand under Baker, do you still have dreams of making it to Baker? Is that like a natural thing,
No,
or how does that even work?
No, it's more just like I'm in the building.
Gotcha.
Like
Okay.
I ride for Baker Boys. Like I ride for Deathwish, but I'm in the Baker Boys building. I'm like right there next to Baker.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like I would never aspire to leave Deathwish to ride for Baker.
Gotcha.
Just because Deathwish is my home. That's
Yeah.
where like my family is, and that's the people who support me. And like I don't know, I don't really want to be anywhere else. It's kind of the saying like riding for Baker, you'd be like a small fish in a big pond.
Gotcha.
Whereas riding for Deathwish, you're a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
Because there's only a certain amount of people. Baker's got 20 or so people, whereas Deathwish has got 7 or 8 or something. And so it's like you can stand out a lot more with
So
less people.
who's on the team right now?
Right now we have Julian Davidson, John Dixon, Jamie Foy, Pedro Delfino, Victoria Ruzga. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you say her last name. I think it is. Taylor Kirby, Neen Williams, and myself. I believe that's it. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anyone. If I am, I'm sorry.
Very cool, man.
But yeah, it's a pretty small team and everyone's pretty tight. When we go on trips and stuff, it's all like everyone's always friends and stuff. It's not like no beef, no nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How fun,
Yeah,
dude.
everybody just wants to skate and like have a good time.
How often do you guys all hang out?
Before pre-COVID, we'd be hanging out quite a bit, especially if we're working on a project. Everyone would be trying to skate at least every weekend. But since COVID, haven't really seen a couple of the dudes for a while. Haven't really seen Dixon for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Some people live in Long Beach and stuff too, and I don't really find myself down that way anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
So I kind of just stay up this way.
And Neen actually moved, right?
Yeah, he moved to Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big step.
Dude, everybody's moving to Texas.
Yeah, I think he bought a house out there and he's just, living his life, doing his thing, skating and doing the...
Hustling, man,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. On the full hustle.
Dude, he's got a body on him, bro.
For real.
That's a huge accomplishment, man.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like his whole thing is skate forever. So he just does whatever he can to make sure that he can skate forever.
Yeah.
So hats off to him to be able to do that. There's no way that I could be pumping all that iron and stuff and then be like, all right, I'm going skating. There's no way. So yeah, hats off to him.
That's awesome, bro. This is such a good story, man. It's very motivating too.
For sure.
Because it really just shows that like if you just stick to it.
Yeah, anyone can do
make
it.
it happen.
Hopefully, yeah, if people like listen to this, they can know that like you can be from anywhere and you can achieve whatever you want,
Yeah.
Just like it feels like to me you just need to think that there is no way that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like I never had the doubts or whatever. Like I've always been a pretty like doubtful person in my own abilities and stuff, but like when it came to that, there was no like I'm not going to make it. I was just always going to make it.
Yeah. Why do you feel like that you have doubt in yourself?
I don't know, like just the older I get, the more I watch people, and I'm like getting older, and it's like I don't know, I don't want to get to the point in my career where I start to go downhill, and then I'm obviously on the team at the same time as people like Jamie Foy who still have another like I don't know 10 years in their career to go up.
Yeah.
And I'm like I'm at the point where I like could go down, but I'm trying not to, and so I'm like I think about that sort of thing a lot. I'm like I just get down on it, like.
But then can't you just look to guys like Andrew and stuff? And
I mean, yeah, that's what I should be doing, but yeah, I don't know, when you get in those like mentalities and everything, you kind of just the spiral just keeps going down. It's hard to bring yourself back up out of that. But to me, Andrew is almost like an anomaly. He's almost like his own, like people aren't like Andrew, he's like almost the first of his kind still to be able to jump downstairs at 40 plus years old.
yeah.
So, but then, you have people like Tony Hawk who's 50 plus still doing 900s. It's
Yeah.
like, it's possible.
It was crazy. The other night I was watching a bunch of old Reynolds videos and interviews and things like that, just to get to know a little more about him.
Yeah.
And then I found out about his thing that he has.
The OCD.
Yeah. What does he call it? The madness?
Madness, yeah.
And then I would see him like land a trick. No, I like that. Yeah. I don't like how my hands look. I don't like, wow, I've never seen anybody have that look towards skateboarding.
For sure.
You know, like when I would land a trick.
Yeah.
I landed it. All right.
I'm finished. Yep. Success. Yeah.
I landed it.
No, for sure.
But it's like, no, there was something in the way, or like,
for sure.
What the fuck? That is awesome.
I find myself doing that more so than ever now, because skateboarding, the level of progression is so high these days that like I can't keep up with these people doing all these new tricks and whatever, skating these huge handrails or whatever, you know. So like I stick to doing what I know, but the thing is I need to do it the best that I can. So I'm not just gonna like kickflip something small and let it look like shit, you know. It's like if I'm gonna kickflip something small, I'm gonna do it the best I possibly can. You know, so if it takes 5 times to do that, I'm going to do it 5 times.
Yeah.
So I can fully understand where he's coming from by doing stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. So. No, definitely, man. Dude, we still have so much shit to talk about, sure. Bro.
Let's do it.
I was stalking your entire life, bro.
Yeah, sick.
And then I saw the world's fucking biggest kickflip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is that like officially?
No, they kind of got me with that one. So I get a text message and it's along the lines of like, hey, you should come in and like, you know, see how high you can kickflip.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool, like whatever. I get there and I've got a brand new board, brand new shoes, which is like kind of a hard combo to be like doing kickflips with, you know,
gotcha.
Like shoe getting stuck to the grip tape and all that kind of crap. Get there and then we have this like shitty rig. It's like 2 flash stands from a like photography, like flash stands, you know, with like a piece of ribbon in between or whatever. And I'm like, all right, like whatever. Somehow I'm doing really good kickflips with these brand new shoes and brand new board. End up doing like kickflip that I'm psyched on or whatever. And I get home and then the next day the thing comes out and it's world's highest kickflip. And I was like, wait, like what? You didn't ask anybody else to come and do this. Like you've just come and put me on the spot and made me look like I'm just here being like, oh, I've got the world's highest kickflip, you know? And so I'm like, I put it up on my Instagram and I'm like, all right, just to clear the air, like this is me going there to do the kickflip. I did the best kickflip I could possibly do at the time, and that's what happened. That's what I did.
Were you getting shit?
Yeah, people like, I saw on their Instagram, like, you know, where was my invite? Why didn't I get invited? Like, is this really the highest kickflip? I know this person could fucking kickflip higher, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I didn't ask for any of this, you know, like I'm not here claiming that I can do the highest kickflip in the world at all. So it's just like, I kind of got stuck with it, but.
Almost 3 feet, dude, 34 inches.
Yeah, I mean,
damn.
I'll take it. I mean, at the end of the day, I did that kickflip that high, so I'm stoked on that for a personal thing, you know.
Yeah, next time I'm down to try. I could get about 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah, let's do it. Set up a board on the side. Let's do it.
But undisputed tied world record for the highest ollie.
Yeah.
Right?
That one's a little more legit for sure.
So where was that at?
That was at this studio called ETN.
Okay.
It used to be this like app that they had going for a little bit that you pay for, and they had these little like segments, you know, it'd be like a skateboarding game show, like a skateboarding like I don't know, all these different like segments that you could do with skating, you know. And so one of them was they did this high ollie contest. And it was, they invited all of the people with known high ollies, you know, to come and compete for the highest ollie. And then I'd been sick for a week leading up to that. And then, you know, the dude who was running it was like, come on, like, we really want you to go. We really want you to go. And I was like, I don't really want to go. I'm just going to like suck. It's going to suck, you know, I'm going to blow it. And then I was like, all right, I'll go. Like, I've been sick for a week, didn't really like skate leading up to it. And then we got there that night and I was just like, all right, ollied the warm-up level to get into it, which was 40 inches.
Gotcha.
That's what they wanted everybody to ollie before they put it up to the previous record, which was, I think, 44 and a half.
Okay.
So they were like, we want to make it another inch on top of that. But you have to ollie the 40 first, because if you don't, we don't want you just trying to fuck around with the higher one, you know? So that one kind of knocked a couple of the people out. And then so I did that first go and I just sat down, you know? I was like, all right, I did that. I don't need to worry about it. Get into the next one and it's like they put it up to 45 and a half, which is the... Actually, I think they put it up to 45. They were beating the original one by half an inch.
Gotcha.
So I was like, all right. Ended up doing that, and I sat down, but I didn't realize that they wanted me to redo it because I put my hand down on the ground when I landed, you know. And so I just kind of like sat down, and I was like, all right, I'm done. And then they were kind of just letting everybody else go, and they were like, all right, Jake, like, we watched yours over, we need you to redo it. And I was like, oh shit, like I've been sitting down for like 20 minutes, like I'm not warmed up or whatever. Start getting back into it, end up doing it again. Then they start filtering more people out, you know, and it's just me and this one dude left at 45 and a half. And then I ended up doing it, and then he did it not so long after me, and then they put it up to 46, and they were like, all right, let's keep going. Neither of us did it, and so it's just like kind of have to tie it out.
45 and a half.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, we were skating for too long, and it's like we're just going around in a circle, you know, just like ollie, fuck it up, go around in a circle, ollie, go around in a circle, you know, because there's only 2 of us left. So I don't know, yeah, it started to get so hectic, and like jumping as high as you can, you know, like I don't know how high 45 and a half inches is, but
it's probably as high as one of these glass cases, maybe, dude.
Yeah, probably something like that. But yeah, when you try and jump that high as much as possible, like
just keep going, yeah,
it's like becomes too much.
When did you realize that was a talent that you had, like high ass ollies and tricks?
I don't know. It definitely wasn't until like I was a bit older. I feel like, you know, like I grew up a little bit, kind of filled out into my body a little bit more. But I don't know, I was always off it. Like, I was always off people being like, ollie this, ollie that, you should do this, you should do that. And then I was always like, no, like, I don't want to be the ollie guy. But the older I get, the more I'm like, I want to be the ollie guy. You know,
you're
like,
him, dude.
Yeah, like, I'll take it. You know, like, it's better to be known for something than to be known for nothing, you know? So, like, I'll take it.
Oh, shit. That's funny, though, dude. That is so fucking high, though,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, I was stoked, for sure.
So, highest ollie, what's the most stairs you've ever done?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I mean, I remember distinctively ollieing a 14 when I was a kid, but I'm sure I've skated things that are bigger than a 14 since then. That's the thing, is like the older I get now, the more I'm like, I don't want to jump.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump down shit. It hurts my knees too much. I'm just like, rather jump over shit these days.
Got you.
Yeah, it's like easier on the body a little bit.
Yeah, I just broke my neck the other day jumping over a little like 5-stair gap.
Wait,
thing.
at the skate park?
Yeah.
I saw that. That was so bad. Are you good after that?
That I was good after it. Like, I didn't even know that I hit my head until I watched it, and my head didn't hurt. But the next day, still my neck hurts.
Yeah, you just
right
like,
now
stuck.
Yeah, and even when I was driving to work, I was like gunning it, and I was like, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, fuck.
Let me just ride a little slower, dude.
I saw someone comment actually like, you need to bend your knees, and you're like, I bent my neck. Insane.
Yeah, dude. Every time I post a video, I never post the one of me landing it.
Oh, of course.
Just
people
following.
only want to see this land.
They don't give a shit about me landing it.
For sure. Definitely.
And then they always tell me, you got to stop skating. I'm like, fuck no, dude.
No way.
Gotta slam it out, man.
Of course, I live for this.
Yeah, dude. So what's your jam, bro? Like, if you're gonna go skate right now, what's the kind of spots that you like to skate?
I really enjoy skating like a good bump over bar, like a handicap ramp, wheelchair ramp or whatever.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. Like if it's got a good bump to a good sized bar,
yeah,
it's kind of just like a replica of the skate park, really. So that's kind of my favorite obstacle.
Yeah. Here in Oxnard, they have a pretty famous loading dock.
Oh yeah,
it's the 99-cent store.
Is it like one that like P-Rod and stuff used to skate?
Possibly.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It was a pretty famous one. So it has a long runway, and it's the same thing. Goes up and it has a big flat on it.
Yeah. I think I know the exact one.
Yeah. One of my, I don't even know if I don't even want to say it as a goal, but one of the things I always wanted to do was ollie the Hollywood 12.
Yeah, sick.
But I've never even been there to just look at it.
Got to make that a reality for sure. That should be 2021 goal.
You think so?
I think so.
6, that's the most I've done right now.
Yeah, just go to Baker Boys, train at the stairs a couple times, like for a while, you know, and then maybe go to another park that has something a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. My goal last time I went, I told Jay my goal was to look at the rail.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I looked at it and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to fucking do that rail.
At Baker Boys?
Yeah.
We need to set it up and get it happening.
But that's a good idea though, man. Just like that 6 stair right there, that's cool. Just for sure. I wanted to see how far I could keep gapping it.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like I have to commit because I can't take that many slams as I used to back in the day.
It really does suck slamming super hard off something like that.
Yeah. So. Did you ever skate El Toro?
I didn't skate El Toro.
No?
No, I steered pretty clear of that one.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I mean, I've always wanted to be in the 20 club and grind a rail that's 20 stairs, but I still haven't quite got there.
Do you think people are able to do like the rail and the stair, or the rails, like grinds and such, but not ollie the stairs? Or do you have to do both of them?
As in like in one session, or like to warm up, or
just to do the possibility. Say if somebody's never even done a 20 stair.
Yeah.
Would that take them out of the talks of being able to do like the rail?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's obviously depends on what you're more comfortable skating. You know, like it's hard to say. If I went to a 20 stair and I had the option to ollie it or grind the rail, grinding the rail seems more safe because, you know, you're on this handrail to the bottom. You know, you're coming off of some impact, maybe this high.
Yeah.
Whereas jumping the stairs, you're jumping down 20 stairs. But I don't know, there's so much that can happen. You can fuck up on the lock-in on the 50-50 and end up on your head on the stairs. Or, I don't know, you can jump down the stairs without your board and bruise both your heels. I don't know, there's just so much like that can come into play.
Yeah.
I think for my body, I would rather the grind down the rail. But, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, people feel more comfortable. They won't skate the rail unless they know they can ollie the stairs.
That's the way that I thought
Exactly,
about it.
yeah.
But
So,
I guess if you just get on the rail and just fucking hope for the best.
exactly, yeah. It's all about like confidence. Like someone like Jamie Foy is really confident in his ability of what he can do.
Yeah.
So he's in his mind, he's never fucking up.
Yeah.
He's always landing the trick. And so I think that really helps him, you know, go for things and make things happen.
How long have you been skating with him?
Pretty much since I got on Deathwish. Like I got on maybe 3 months before him. You know, I had the welcome to the team ad a little bit before him, but it was probably as soon as I started living in America when we first started really like skating together.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think I want to say he moved from Florida to LA around the same time that I got to LA.
All right, guys, we got to take a break for our last sponsor, Aeromotive. Piecing together a fuel system for a build can be a difficult task. Luckily, Aeromotive has your back with everything from replacement fuel pumps to fuel systems that will support 3,000 plus horsepower. Aeromotive's engineers have developed a solution for your build regardless of the power level. If you're looking to make a switch over to E85, they have every part that you need to build a system that will be there when you need it the most. Need a custom fuel system for your daily that turn project car? No problem. Maybe you guys want to check out their new line of pumps, the brushless pump line, which is a quieter pump, less heat, and lasts longer than traditional brush motor fuel pumps. And they range from the original A1000 all the way up to 10 gallons per minute. 3,000 horsepower. If anybody has anything like that, please let me know and let me drive it. That would be pretty lit. But probably most people listening are going to take advantage of the Stealth 340. This is Aeromotive's top selling fuel pump, and it fits most factory fuel tanks, and they can handle up to 700 horsepower for EFI systems or 1,000 for a carbureted system. And if you don't know what you need, you could just hit up the customization shop on their website. You can go there and say, hey, I have this, I have the new K-Series V8 or what have you. I need 5 million horsepower. I need the line 3 inches wide, whatever you need. Just hit them up, man, and they'll get it ready for you. And if you're a pro drifter like Matt Field and you're on the break right now and you said, you know what, you're chilling in the garage with all the babes, all the money, all the sponsors, and you're like, you know what we got to do today? We got to refinish this fuel system. We got to revamp it and everything. You just send it over to Aeromotive and join their rebuild program. You send the stuff over, they'll rebuild it, fix it up for you, slap it back in, and when we get back to reality, you can go drifting and do what you do. But big shout out to Aeromotive. Thank you guys for continuing to support Downtime with Downstar and supporting you guys. If you want to use anything from Aeromotive, just use the code DTWD and you get 10% off. Spend $100, save $10. Take that $10, go buy a coffee, and keep on keeping on like Joe Dierte. Now back to the show. Got you. So he was originally from Florida. Mm-hmm. He's like one of the fan favorites, huh?
Yeah, always. Yeah, definite fan favorite.
He's Christian's favorite skater.
Yeah,
for sure.
Rightfully so. He puts in a lot of effort and he tries really hard to succeed. And
cool ass dude.
For sure.
Too.
Really nice
Very
guy.
cool guy, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me about Cater, bro.
Cater, where do we even start with Cater?
I was showing Ashley a picture. It was probably from like 2016 with the whole team.
Mm-hmm. He's
just
tiny, little peanut head with like he's got a shaved head. Yeah.
And I told Ashley, she's like, God, Christian doesn't want to do his homework or anything. I said, no, he wants to go and be on fucking Baker at 13 years old and traveling around and drinking piss, dude.
Exactly.
That's what he wants to do.
I mean, Kate is the best. I've known him since he was, I don't know, yeah, like 13 or something like that. Whenever he first started getting Baker boards, you know. So it's been crazy to see him grow into what he is now. You know, he's one of those people where I see him on Instagram and I'm like always excited to see the skating that he's putting up on there. You know, it's like, I don't know, he's just got it. Whatever it is, he's got it.
Definitely,
he's like a Rowan Zarilla to me anyway, you know, like they've just got it.
Yeah.
They just have that magical like touch where it doesn't matter what they're doing, they can just look really good and comfortable on a skateboard.
Yeah.
So
now he's on Nike now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't really know what the situation is there or whatever, like what happened with Vans or what's going on with Nike. But yeah, he's been wearing Nikes as of late.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
And he just turned, what, 18?
Yeah, just turned 18 in October, I believe.
Guys, everybody listen. I hope there's a lot of young skaters listening to this shit right now.
Definitely.
It's like, you know, we were talking earlier about, you know, how I do motivating and things like that. It's, you know, you get to somewhere and you're like, come on, guys, this is the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody's just like, I don't know where to
yeah, like I don't know what
this
to do.
is the fucking way.
I just did it for you. Like,
this is the way. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it just to paint these pictures, bro. It's like, if this is what you guys want to do, this is just what you have to do.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
That's it. Get rid of all the other bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if you want to be a pro skater, skate.
Exactly.
Don't fucking worry about your friends. Don't worry about fucking girls. Don't worry about none of that bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about like getting caught up with drinking and doing drugs or any of that shit. You know.
Yeah.
Just skate. Like.
Did you ever go down any of those paths?
No, not really. Like I said before, I hung out with my homie that was
The
always
straight edge.
Yeah, and then like, you know, I kind of dabbled with drinking a little bit, and like I didn't really start like smoking until I was older.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, just kind of, I don't know, never really fell for it. Never fell for the trap. You know, like it was always funner to me to go out and be productive and get tricks and like accumulate that footage than to go out and get wasted that night.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not going to see any benefits or rewards from getting wasted that night. So it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely down to party and whatnot. Like there's something special coming up, like a video premiere or something like that, you know, like I'm more than down to get wasted and party with my friends and stuff. But yeah, I just don't really see the need to be doing it all the time. Like I feel like a lot of people go through the habit of, okay, I did a trick today, I'm going to go get wasted. I did this today, I'm going to go get wasted. And it's like, well, like, maybe you should just accumulate all those tricks, put them all into that one video part. Once the video part comes out, they'll get wasted. You know, so it's like, I don't know. It's all about, to me, just kind of choosing the right time and place to be doing shit.
Do you feel like you're able to delay your enjoyments and then until all the work is done?
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like I'm not going to have a good time until it's done.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like still in the back of my head, like, oh, I still need to do this. I still need to do that. Like I want everything done before I'm like, oh, all right, let the load off. It's finished. I can do whatever now.
It's really a way to, like, you have to train your mind to do that stuff. You know, I listen to a lot of like self-help podcasts and shit like that. And they say, you know, you have your bitch voice inside of you and your bitch voice could be very convincing of things. You know, like, oh, I just did this. It's time to celebrate.
Exactly.
You know, wait, you still got a lot of other shit to do.
For sure.
You know, and it's when you win that victory, that's just like something special. You know, and it really trains you to understand that voice and understand the way that it tries to morph itself into something else.
For sure.
But I've had so many bitch voices that sound like the perfect way to go. Yeah. But I'm like, nah.
No, that's not it.
Not gonna fucking do it. And then in the end, you end up winning.
For sure. I'm just lucky that I had that homie that was just like what you said, this is the way. Like, this is the way to do it. Just do it. And so I did it and it worked out. You know, I just did it the right way, the way he did it.
Yeah, the full straight edge thing, that's a hard one, but it's very commendable.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, you don't need any of this shit
No, not
at all.
Yeah.
Me myself, I haven't drank for the last 10 years.
Oh, wow.
You know, when I was starting the business, I went out to one of these shows and I got completely fucked up the night, and then I went to set up for the booth, and I was just hungover.
Yeah.
And then people were coming up and being like, "Oh man, you were partying last night." You know, I'm like, bro, this isn't the fucking image that I want to put off. Exactly. You know, and it was just, alcohol's never showed me anything positive, so it was so easy to fucking just cut it out.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like one of the sayings that my homie actually said, and it stuck with me forever, is he was like, I can make life ruining decisions completely sober.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need to make them when I'm wasted? You know, and that really stuck with me, where I was like, I don't want to be making those life ruining decisions when I'm wasted and wake up the next morning like, what the fuck have I done?
What did I do? Why did I do that?
Exactly.
You know, fucking up relationships and shit like that.
Exactly. And so that's why I'd rather just maintain a clear head, you know, and just do my day-to-day thing and like feel the success of being productive.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not productive when you're getting drunk and partying and stuff. So I don't know, that's just the way I've always looked at it, and I've just been lucky in that way. I feel like I haven't really had to like train my brain to like do anything otherwise, you know. It's not like I've ever been a big drinker and had to like pull back from it or anything like that, you know. It's just, I don't know, I was just lucky in the way that I just grew up that way.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
Even with smoking too, bro. It's like I don't know if it's just the way that I look at it, but I still look at it as like a crutch. You know,
for sure.
At nighttime, you know, I need to smoke because I need to wind down and I need to turn off my brain and shit. Yeah. I want to get to the most raw of myself, where I can handle myself without anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
that's like, I feel like the best way.
Yeah,
like, I feel like cigarettes is a big one. That is just like, I'll just have a cigarette. It's a good like stress reliever or whatever. Oh, I'm in an awkward situation, I'll just have a cigarette or whatever. You know, it's like you rely on this shit so much, but yeah, it would really become like, it would really be a nice time to become dependent on nothing.
Yeah,
know, to just be like, well, whatever.
You know, actually today is last night I didn't smoke. And if you're listening, if you smoke all the time and then you stop, like you literally go through some kind of withdrawal.
Yeah.
I was fucking sweating last night. I couldn't sleep, but I said, fuck it, I'm not smoking, you know. And I just wake up today and everything's just so much more clear. For
sure. Yeah.
You know, you feel that fog lifted off of you.
Yeah.
And when I feel that, I'm just like, bro, I want to live every day.
I feel like
this.
Yeah, you wake up at 6 o'clock and you're like,
bam, let's fucking go.
Bam. You've done everything by the time it's 10 a.m. and no one's even woken up yet.
Bro, if I smoke 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to fucking get up.
Yeah,
you know,
like I don't want to go to work.
I don't want to go fucking do this. And then now I'm like, I don't have to go to work.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
So it makes it even harder, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I have to kick that.
Yeah.
I have to make smoking a dessert.
Yeah, for sure.
Something fun.
Not something to rely on.
Exactly,
yeah,
dude.
For sure.
And it's just, you know, every day I'm just trying to dial it in.
For sure. Got to treat yourself.
Yeah. Treat myself. Definitely, man. What do you do for fun?
Well, I just got a new girlfriend from kind of like March sort of thing, like kind of in the beginning of like COVID.
You're in it still, bro.
Yeah, no. So we just like kick it a lot together, you know, and she's got a little dog.
Yeah.
And so I find a lot of my time I'm just spending with them, and like, I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
bro.
like we went to some caves the other day up in like the Hollywood Hills. There's some like random caves. So yeah, just kind of trying to do a little bit of like exploring. And,
really?
Yeah.
What the hell was in the caves?
Nothing. It was just like seriously this random cave that you walk through.
How deep was it?
I mean, it probably went from like here to where my car is. You know, you just walk underneath.
What the hell?
Yeah, super random. And you can see the Hollywood sign in one direction. Like,
wow.
So random.
That's cool,
but, yeah,
dude.
I just like to do stuff like that, be outside, or you know, I like to be inside too, just watching TV, doing not much too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's definitely value in that shit too.
Definitely.
You know, I used to live by the thing where it's like, yo, you got to be doing something all the time.
Yeah.
And that shit just burnt me out, man. And now when I'm not doing something, I'm still doing something.
For sure.
My time is being spent.
Exactly.
Even if my wife and I are watching TV and we're chilling.
She's happy.
I'm with her.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's not somewhere else. I'm not somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about, oh, I hope she's okay. I hope nothing happens.
Yep.
We're right here. We're fucking chilling.
Yep, exactly.
If people from the outside would look in and be like, dude, you're not doing nothing. You're just watching TV. I don't give a fuck, bro. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now.
Yeah, I'm safe right now. I'm with my lady. I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, dude.
That's kind of how I feel too. So yeah, we've just been kind of doing that, trying to explore a little bit.
Bro, that's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, no, it's cool. And plus, like, having these cars and stuff now, like, all I want to be doing is driving.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let's go.
Dude, hopefully these meets start happening. Man,
For
if
sure.
they don't, fuck it. We're going to start a meet,
Yeah,
dude.
for sure. Let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
We'll start a
down.
meet. We'll go hang out, dude. I want to start doing more car shit,
For
bro.
sure. Yeah, I'm trying to get a little more involved in it all.
So what is your goal in the, like, in that hobby? What do you want to see come out of it?
I mean, mostly it's personal satisfaction of learning about cars. You know, that's kind of what I want to have the most, but I also just want to have a car that I enjoy driving, you know, and something that I can put a little bit of my time into that doesn't involve skating. It doesn't involve like really relying on other people. It just relies on me being motivated to learn. And so that's kind of like, that's really it. Like, I'm not trying to be like a sponsored car driver or something, you know, like a whatever. Like, I pay for all my parts. I do everything, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more than happy to. I would love to support the scene and everything. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really see much coming from it apart from me learning.
Well, there is a few guys that have made the transition, like Bucky Lassick.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stuff in the
sure.
automotive community.
Yeah.
And then I know he was a skater, but Travis Pastrana too.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
and it's cool because, like I said, they overlap.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not like, yo, skater, get out of here. This is car shit.
That's where I feel like a big thing is missing, where like I feel like there's more skaters than you think that are into cars.
Yes.
And I feel like there's a lot of car dudes who either are into skating or used to be into skating. So you're obviously still currently into skating, but I guarantee there's so many car dudes out there that are like, I used to skate.
Yeah.
You know, and like that obviously don't have any connection to it whatsoever now, but I still feel like they like the aesthetic and like the look and the feel of being a skateboarder.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. It's kind of crazy how it all intertwines.
It's funny with the automotive community, dude. It's like, if you're not from it and you've never really experienced it, once you experience it, you're just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You guys do this?
Yeah.
You know, I seen there's this channel called Eliminate, and they're from up north in NorCal, and the guy Randy, he skates too, but he's just a car guy, drifter and shit. And I was watching the No Jumper channel, and I saw one of the vlogs that they had, and one of the guys was gonna go film a music video or some shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we're gonna go to Eliminate. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? How are these,
Like,
how are they crossing
up?
paths?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so I'm very intrigued, dude. I'm watching it. And then I see these rappers, and you know fucking rappers, dude, fucking jewelry and shit like that, fucking cool guys. By the end of the episode, you see their real personality.
Right.
Fucking, oh man, that's so cool, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
They're so excited because they actually get to drop that facade.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
You don't have to be that fucking rapper with
not
the
at all.
chain and, you know, the Lambos and shit.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, this car might be a little more fun to you, you know?
sure.
And I want to see a lot more of a mixture of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
I feel like the automotive community has a lot to offer.
Definitely.
It's a fucking huge community.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about, like, if there's eyes there, bro, these YouTubers are fucking insane. They have so many followers,
and
dude.
That's what Jay tells me is like, you know, skating's got its own like niche market. These are people that ride skateboards or who have ridden skateboards. But cars, everybody can drive a car.
Yeah.
Everybody can get involved in a car, some type of car scene. You know, not that everybody does, but the option is there.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course, there's going to be way more eyes on the car industry than there would be on something like skateboarding.
Yeah.
So that's something that I tend to forget too, is that like there are so many people out there in the car industry that can like do things, you know, like do a lot of stuff. So
yeah, it could be a really good mixture.
For sure.
Especially if you, like you say that you don't want to be a sponsored builder or anything, but like it can all mix together.
Yeah, for sure.
It can all definitely
yeah
happen.
I would hate for people to think that I expect that because I'm a pro skater that I expect to have the golden treatment in the car industry too.
You.
Like, I feel like people are like, oh, this dude probably gets all his shit done for free on his car because he's a pro skater, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, that's not the case. Like, I'm paying to have my shit done.
Yeah.
I like pay for the parts. It's like, I'm not hitting these people up being like, can I get this for free for a shout out? Like, I know how it goes. Like, I know how it is. Like, it's like, I'm just like the person outside in this industry, you know, like I'm just a nobody who knows nothing.
But at the end of the day, dude, people are going to say whatever.
Yeah,
you know, as long as you know in your heart what it is. Because a lot of the time on my socials, like I'll be bigging up so many brands, and probably from the outside it looks like, yo, they're giving him shit or what have you. But it's like, I like to see people win, dude.
Yeah.
You know, if I could give somebody a platform where nobody would know about their stuff, or you know, to highlight their stuff, why the fuck wouldn't I do it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think it's the way that the public looks at it.
Yeah.
They look at it in a negative light. But I think that's what we should all be doing.
I think so too. It's like, I mean, you've got the wealth, you've got the platform to support other people. It's like, I don't know, you might as well.
Definitely, man. You might as well. And that is why
people appreciate that shit too.
Yeah.
People really do appreciate it. So it's like,
oh, they do. I've seen it firsthand, man. People are trying fucking hard, dude. People are trying really hard. As hard as you tried for your goals, as hard as I tried for my goals, there's other people that are trying to make their goals happen. And it's hard. It's hard. So if I see somebody that was in the situation that I was in, I'm going to do for them what I wish somebody would have done for me.
Exactly.
Instead of harp on that, like, well, nobody fucking helped me out.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's very easy to fall into that. Like,
definitely.
Into that mindset too.
Yeah.
So
it is. I had to do it the hard way. You got to do it the hard way. Well, the only reason I had to do it the hard way is because nobody that was watching me had that inside of them to think, well, let me help this guy out.
Yeah, for sure.
That says about them. That doesn't say anything about me.
Yeah,
when I get to this situation, if I can fucking help people out, I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
But I'm going to be what people weren't to me.
For sure.
You know, and it's
I mean, it's always nice to pay it forward. Always
definitely
pay it forward a little bit.
'Cause it's so easy to pay it backwards.
Exactly.
Dude. And I think that us as a society, we're just used to that.
Yeah, we need to give more than we take, I feel like. So.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I am, dude, I'm so excited for this new journey.
Hell yeah.
In life, bro. And so I'm telling you, bro, like I said at the beginning, dude, thank you, bro. You and Jay, you guys have just showed me what I was missing this whole time.
Yeah, no, I'm equally as appreciative of like the support from you too.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. It's like I didn't think I'd really be getting into the car world, especially in America. But to have you and Jay around to like help me out and stuff,
of course, man.
Very, very appreciated.
Yeah, of course, dude. And Jay and I have talked about this so many times, and you know, it's the same thing with you. You get burnt out of skating. I want to do something else.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I feel the same exact way. I get burnt out of this whole industry, this car stuff, and I want to figure out something else that I can do.
Yeah, for sure.
And then if I could do this hobby with my son, dude, and then see him grow and try to instill like this work ethic in him.
For sure.
Like, bro, if you don't like to do homework, that's cool. Get through this shit.
Yeah.
And then when you're on your own, then you can figure out whatever you want to do. But
exactly.
This energy that you have, focus it on something.
Exactly.
If you want to be skating,
skate every minute that you get.
Every chance that you get. You take care of your homework.
Yep.
Go fucking skate.
Yeah.
But like these opportunities that we get, I try to tell them all the time, like, bro, when we skate at Baker Boys, like, this is a dream come true.
For sure.
Bro.
Yeah. Like a lot of kids his age, like, will never get to experience something like that.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And it's the hard part too, of being like wanting to give him things, but teaching him the lesson at the same time.
For sure.
Because I had to learn the lessons on my own.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that person who's like, I had to figure it out. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, I'm in the position now to give him a better life.
Exactly, yeah. Which, I mean, that's how it goes, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell him all the time, like, yo, bro, when you get older, your kids better have a way better life.
Yeah, exactly. And so you got some shit to do because your life's pretty dope.
I tell him
I'm hooking you up right now, so you better get to work.
I tell him that same thing, man, but he's a great kid.
Yeah,
dude. He's super appreciative.
He's amazing,
man.
for sure.
And I just love it, dude. Life is beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice to see someone that young into skateboarding, but like that into skateboarding. Like when we were out skating the other day and I was sitting in the back with him, he's like asking questions and questions, which is amazing. Like I love that. I'd be doing the exact same thing. Like, what's this person like? What is it like to get this? What is it like to do that? Like, I want to know all of this stuff, you know, so that like that's something for me to aspire towards, you know.
Yeah.
So if I had the option to like pick a pro skater's brain when I was 13, like best believe I'd be asking some questions.
Yeah.
You know.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, that would be my dream, to just maybe a pro skater, but whatever makes him happy.
Yeah.
Skating's what makes him happy.
Yeah, for sure.
To see him do that until whenever, you know, to make the best out of it and to get to the pinnacle, just like you, bro.
For sure.
That's a fucking dream, man.
Definitely. I would definitely recommend that if he was going to continue with the skating path, to also continue with the car thing too.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend being able to have both. Not like so much of like, you have to do this and be a mechanic. Just more so like, I don't know, like learn the tricks of the trade, learn the general stuff, you know, so that when skating is done, you've got something to go
something
back to.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really didn't click to me until I started driving.
Yeah.
Because same thing like you, my dad was always working on cars and, hey, help me with this. I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to do the brakes or what have you.
That's the same shit. Same shit when I was a kid. Like, oh, really?
Change
like,
the oil.
Yeah, like, I'm not doing this shit. Like, all right, pull the dipstick out. Like, let's see how much oil we've got. Like, no, I don't want to do any of this.
Hey, did you do this one? Did your dad tell you, go dig a hole in the backyard so we can pour the oil
Oh, my God. No, I never did that.
It's past the statute of limitations, guys. Fuck you.
I was told about stealing air from the gas station.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just like, quick, put the air in the tires and get out of here before they catch us, you know? And I'm just like...
It's air.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's like my dad was into cars when he was younger, and he was always working on cars, and it just didn't click to me because it wasn't fun.
Yeah, me either.
But until I drove, then I'm like, whoa, this is fun.
Yeah. See, even then, like, I didn't have like a car that I was stoked on when I first started driving or anything like that. It kind of just like, it's just now I'm older and I'm like have more, like I have a little bit of my own money that now I can be like, okay, I want to buy a car. And now I want to buy a car that I really want, not just a car to get me from A to B. Yeah. Something that I'm going to put a bit of time and effort into and like really care about. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, that's the reason why it happened. And then Jay got the Civic. Yeah. And like, I had a Mini Cooper at that point, and I don't know. It was so shit. Like, it was a shit car, you know? Yeah. Because I kind of grew up having old Mini Coopers in my family. So I was like, oh, I'll just get a new one, the same type of shit, you know, like whatever. But the car sucked. So I was like, all right, I got rid of it, and Jay got the Civic, and I was like, all right, well, I almost went and got a $10,000 loan from the bank to just buy like a Toyota Corolla, you know, like off the lot. Gotcha. Would end up costing me like 13 grand or something with taxes and everything. I was at the dealership and they ran my credit and they're like, you don't have any credit. And I was like, what? Really? I've got like the Credit Karma app. It says I've got credit. And then they were like, we could still do it, but you're going to end up paying, you got to put more down, whatever. And I was just like, I'm just going to go home and think about it, you know? So I went home and, you know, we were just kind of chilling, and Jay just kind of looked at me. He's like, you should buy this, and just held his phone up, and it was the white E30. And I was just like, all right, sweet. So he just drove me to the dealership and I went and bought it. No shit. I was like, yeah, that was my car. And I was like, all right, sweet. And I loved it. Yeah. So I was like, that's just,
fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, but it was all because of Jay getting the Civic.
Everyone needs a Jay, bro.
For real. Definitely. He's like a mentor. Yeah. A big brother. Definitely like, not only like is he my team manager, he's like the dude who teaches me like stuff about cars, teach me stuff about life, like, oh, this is what you have to do if you like want to do this in life, like whatever. He's like kind of experienced most of it, so yeah, just passes the information down to me. No,
I definitely look at him like that, dude. It's just him being older and more wise and been around and just like,
and he's been in my industry, like the skateboard
industry. I could just imagine the skate industry, dude. Yeah.
So, and it's like he's had such a personal connection with Reynolds for so long. He knows so much shit about like a lot of stuff. Like he down to the point of like board shapes and how boards are supposed to be. Like he knows the way a board is supposed to work and everything like that. You know, it's like more than just riding the skateboard. Yeah. So
I love it, man.
Yeah, me too.
Jay's a fucking great guy.
Yep.
So let's paint this picture, bro. We're gonna manifest both of these E30s, dude. So what are they gonna look like at the end? Well, what do you want it to be?
The white one, I'm kind of thinking it's gonna stay pretty similar to how it is now.
Got you.
Needs to get a new front lip, like a new front valance, because it's so low that every time you pull into like a parking spot or whatever, if you just touch one of the little parking blocks, it's gonna like rip off.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
gotcha.
I'm missing that, but that needs to be fixed. And apart from that, I'm probably gonna keep that one pretty like standard, you know.
Okay.
The other one right now is in the shop, and not really doing anything too crazy to it, because I feel like the main step to do with the E30 is to just get the motor swap, you know, and get the S52 or whatever. And personally, I think I like the coupe the most.
Yeah.
Two-door. And so like right now I've got 2 sedans. So I don't know if I want to put another 10 Gs or whatever into swapping the motor into a car that I know isn't the one.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, all right, just want to do the maintenance, have the car run perfectly, be able to drive it from here to New York if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And like, I bought an intake for it the other day, so make it sound a little cooler and shit. So like, that's really as far as I want to go with it. I need to get it all buffed and stuff after getting it repainted.
Yeah.
Want to get it's got some BBSs on it. I think they're reps, but I want to get them all fixed up because they're all kind of like, I don't know, paint's all kind of coming off. And
Yeah.
like, it's like someone's driven through like a puddle of red paint. So there's like red paint splatter all over one of the rims.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, all this shit needs to be fixed up. You know, like I want it to look really nice.
Yeah.
But still want it to be like a daily driver.
Have you given any thought from reps versus real parts?
I mean, yeah, I really would like to get some real ones. The reps are the ones that came on it when I bought it. But I mean, it's also the difference between $1,000 and like $3,000, you know, for a set of real BBSs or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's something I would like to do eventually. But right now, I'm still just like a messy skater driving from spot to spot, and like my shit's going to get screwed up.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to put all the main effort into this one car that I'm still just kind of like learning on and fucking around with, you know.
So you're saying you would want a E30 coupe,
Yep.
like a M3?
I don't know if I would go the M3. I just don't know. I don't know if I really like how wide the body is, you know.
Got you.
Yeah, I like how they're a little more thinner. You know, like the old 2002s, the old BMWs. They're like even smaller than the E30s. You know, it's tiny.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's like a E21 maybe.
I'm still learning these.
Yeah. Like I'm still learning too. I don't know a lot about it, but yeah, it's like an older model that's even smaller. You know, even thinner, and like I think it's only a 2-door. And it's like, I don't know, that shit's so sick.
Yeah.
Because I grew up around minis and stuff too. I prefer like a smaller car.
Got you.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if an M3 is for me. Obviously, like the motor and everything's obviously the best. But as for the look and everything, I just prefer a standard coupe, I think.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's like one of my dreams right there.
The M3?
The M3.
Yeah, for sure.
The E30 M3, that would be so sick, dude. That's just of recent, too.
Yeah.
I haven't really, to be honest, dude, take me back 3 years ago, I didn't give a fuck about BMWs.
For sure, me too.
I did not care about them.
Yeah.
You know, my wife worked at BMW ever since I met her in 2012.
Yeah.
And I never cared at all. And then come 2016, I think it was, 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I was in the market to buy a new car. And I was literally probably going to get like a GTR or something. And she's like, just check out an M. That's it. Just come by. I says, all right, fuck it. Come by. So I went to her work and went in the basement. And then they had the F80, the M4, frozen white, the carbon roof.
That's so sick.
Fucking light right over it, dude. The door open with the light on the ground, the red interior. Yep. And I'm like, God damn, this car is so fucking sick,
For
dude.
sure.
And I just see like the tag and I'm like, nah, fuck no. And then she's like, just fucking do it.
Yeah,
just,
for real.
Just do it. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, I've got the okay, I'll do it.
Bro, I literally went in there, 2 hours later, drove that car from the fucking showroom, dude. Ever since that is like driving that car, it just did something to me. And like, I fucking love this car.
Sure. Yeah.
And the only thing that I do regret is not doing mods to it right when I got it.
Okay, yeah.
I spread it over like a 3-year basis, and when I got to about like the last year and a half, the car was in the exact position that I wanted to.
Yeah.
Tuned, lowered, exhaust, wheels, everything.
Yeah.
Then when I got the M8, it was like, I'm doing all of this shit ASAP.
Yeah, for sure.
And dude, I fucking love that car.
Yeah, that car
bro.
is a beast. Yeah, that thing is crazy.
It's so wild,
Yeah.
bro. I love it. But it's just it's literally the ultimate driving machine, man.
Yeah, definitely. That's their slogan, right?
Yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
say.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And ever since then, I've just been paying a little more attention to BMWs.
Yeah, for sure.
Went to like Beamer Fest before.
Oh, sick.
Checked that out. It was pretty
Nice.
cool, man. But at the beginning, I'm not able to appreciate it
You don't really know too much
because
about
I don't
it,
know
but
what
yeah.
this E30 is. I don't know the significance. I don't know anything about this. I'm like, oh, that's a cool car.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. But then a few months ago, I went on a BMW cruise.
Oh, sick.
That shit was so fun,
I bet
dude.
it's amazing.
And it's just another culture.
Yeah.
You know, you get there and you see the guys and you're like, okay, that guy's the man because
Yeah, yeah,
everybody's
for sure.
going to see him or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, I actually just started following like a bunch of like the E30 owners that I've like seen on Instagram throughout like Southern California. And
Oh,
stuff. And
really?
there's like the one dude with the black M3. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, with
Street
the
Sweeper, I think his name is.
okay.
Yeah.
No. There's a guy that's in not the Honda world, but
Yeah.
like in the import world that I follow. I think it's Stan Chen,
Okay.
and he has a black one.
Oh, okay,
Oh
yeah.
my god, it's so fucking
Yeah, this
sick,
dude's is
dude.
black too, and it's immaculate.
Yeah.
It looks perfect.
And they always do photo shoots, these
Yep.
professional
I know,
photos.
I'm
I'm
just
like,
like, what the
oh,
fuck?
bro, it looks so
know.
good. Yeah, man. But it's just, and like I said earlier, you know, about if I was to go on an automotive podcast,
Yeah.
I'm just like, if they're gonna ask me questions, I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the M3's tight.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
The F27B, I like that one.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
even in the Honda community, they'll message me like, "Hey, do you have parts for F23?"
You're
I'm like, what kind of car is that? They're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, it's a 97 Civic or some
Oh,
shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
I'm like,
you're
yeah, why don't you fucking just say that?
Yeah,
bro?
for sure.
But
Yeah.
you would expect somebody, if this is their industry, for them to geek out.
Yeah, to use
in
the
it.
scientific names and shit.
Yeah, but
for sure.
it's not like that, dude. I'm not that kind of automotive enthusiast.
For sure.
I'm the guy that likes to wrench on the car, build it however I want,
Yeah.
go to fucking meets and just drive
yeah.
around.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I love
Yeah,
it for.
I just want to spend time behind the wheel, just driving. you know?
Hell yeah, dude.
And yet learning. That's like I said before, it's learning and then driving.
Well, we got to do it, man.
For sure.
I'm
I feel
excited,
like,
bro.
I feel like there's nothing better than, well, obviously not breaking down on the side of the road is tight, but like when you break down on the side of the road, but then being able to diagnose the problem and then being able to fix it yourself.
Have you done that yet?
No, not quite, but I mean, I just haven't really had to be in that predicament yet.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one day I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah,
But yeah,
dude.
it's always like, Jay, car's broken down. What do I do?
Yeah.
So,
I feel you, dude. It's just the more tinkering you do with
For
it,
sure, yeah.
you start understanding, like, okay, well, it's kind of doing the same thing that it did last time.
exactly. And it's like, no matter how much you or Jay or anyone tells me about a car, I'm not going to learn anything until I'm under the hood.
Exactly,
Like, wrenching
dude.
on it myself.
Yeah.
So,
And it's the same thing with skating. You're
Exactly.
not going to know
yeah,
until you do
someone
it.
could tell you how to do a trick all day, but until you start trying it yourself, you're not going to know.
Yeah. And it's with cars, bro, the more shit that you fuck up, the better that you're going to get.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm too worried to fuck up on these cars, but I don't know. Just need to go for it.
Yeah. You just got to get a Civic, dude.
But yeah, for sure. A little bolt together, get some Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolt it together and then you're like, no, throw it away.
Yeah,
now,
for
dude.
sure. No, I don't know. Yeah, Jay makes it look so fun though.
So
The-
cool,
the-
dude.
The Civic game, you know.
Bro, I'm looking at Jay's car and I'm like, oh man, I see so much shit
It's
that we should do to
It's
it.
such a blank canvas right
Yeah,
now.
it
Too.
is,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like could do so much shit to it.
And I'm always trying to tell him, hey, so we should K-swap it or
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
just
dude.
keep it chill.
Keep it B, yeah.
All right, let's go. Well, what about this?
Yeah, yeah,
What
for
about
sure.
all-wheel drive?
Always. Like, no. Just gonna keep it how it is.
Yeah.
Always.
Hell yeah. Jake, thank you so much for your time,
Dude,
bro. I
no.
really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Like I said before, like I'm stoked to get to know you and like get to know the car industry a little more. And
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, learn a lot more about something that I'm into.
Dude, likewise, bro.
Hell
you know,
yeah.
we're definitely helping each other out.
For sure.
Because I'm living a child fantasy
Yeah, me
right
too.
now. You know. Yeah, exactly,
Both of
bro.
us are, for sure.
We're from the same
Yeah.
place, dude, and we
Yeah.
started the same fucking video.
Yeah, I love it.
And to just be here and
So
like
good.
fast forward and we have the same, we're thinking the same way.
Same
dude.
hat.
We didn't coordinate, guys.
Not at all.
But it's just it's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It's, I'm looking forward to this year, dude.
For sure. Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a good, like, busy year. And I think that after last year being so hectic, I think a lot of people are gonna like really be on it and be like, okay, need to really do something for myself, because last year like people weren't doing anything for me, you know. So
exactly, man.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, I wish you the best, bro, and I look forward to making these memories with you, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything.
Of course, man. So if everybody listening right now, where can they follow you at?
On Instagram, my handle is @JakeHayes, HAYES.
Sweet.
And then that's pretty much all I use.
Make sure you guys go check out some of these videos on YouTube too. Just go run back and just search his name on YouTube, and there's so much good stuff in there. He's fucking nuts, flying in the air everywhere, jumping everything, and just living the dream, man. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
Hell yeah, Frank. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody listening and everything.
Hey, likewise, brother.
Amazing to be here.
Hell yeah. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and if you do, please go over to Jake's page, go show him some love, and let's keep this going, man. This is Downtime with Downstar, episode 219, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.